Welcome back, everyone, to the semi-finals of the Lockdown League 2. Myself, Eternal Dragon, joined with my boy, Abominable. It's been a long time since we've been on commentary together. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, brother. Doing good. Looking forward to some sick-ass Tekken. I mean, this is just a feast for our eyes, right? We've got some of the top players in and around the UK all playing each other, and I just can't wait to get into some action.
Yes, exactly. We had some good action so far. Just having a look at the previous group. So, Sherdle and Eddie qualified in their group that we just saw. Great work to both players. Sherdle doing some good work, clutching out in second. Bolt just narrowly missed out on that as well. Went to a tie, I believe. And then the one before that, we had King J and Kirby qualifying for the next stage. But this group is looking sick from here on out. Groups C and D. So we have imortalXsoul, Chickenmaru, the winner from the last series, the Phantom, RsKyLuck, and Rookang. So, Abominable, just reading off those names, there's so much can be said about all these players. Yeah,
I mean, look, where to start? You guys all know these players, and you should do anyway. I mean, any one of them are tournament-winning players on their day. I mean, everyone's got to be looking at Chickenmaru thinking he's the end boss right now, the way he's playing. But any one of them could top this group easily.
Yeah, that is very true. And that's the thing about it. Like, you could just go with, obviously, you know, the winners on paper and who's done better. But people have been leveling up. People have been specifically training for Chickenmaru because of just him being a sick player generally, and also because of the last tournament. So, you know, it might be easy to say, yeah, Chickenmaru is going to win and you're going to root for him. But, you know, with such strong players in these last two groups, man, every group you could say there's an element of a sort of death group feeling. But I think this one, you know, just the fact that we have these strong players that have got good offline results as well, you know, this is looking like it's going to be a sick one, man. And I can't wait. And I cannot wait.
Every match, whichever way you call it, has potentially a little bit of history. You know, has a bit of lore. You know, you look at RsKyLuck versus Rookang, those guys faced off against each other so much in the Belong days. Rookang was definitely a devil player for him. Phantom, you know, this guy just goes back a long way on his day, can just take anyone out. Chickenmaru, I mean, need to say more? And a touch of the third soul, who, I mean, a great Master Raven player, made a name for himself over probably the last 12 to 18 months, and the guy's a beast.
Yeah, that's very true. Two Master Raven players in there, and he was playing in the exhibition matches for the official Tekken tournaments earlier, and you know, people that didn't really know about him, he definitely got his name out there and showed what a sick player he is. I wasn't too familiar with him. I've seen a few matches, but definitely of all the players in here, I'm watching him the most. So let's see how today goes. We are getting into our first match, and we have Rookang versus Chickenmaru. And Rookang actually wanted to fight face him. He was like, you know what, if I can't beat this guy anywhere else, then there's no point me avoiding him. So I want him. I want that run back.
And he gets it. G-Port helipad. An incredibly attacking player, Rookang. Playing Bob. I mean, I know he's been playing a lot of King recently online, but doesn't feel like he's ready to bring him out yet. In we go.
I'm getting nervous.
Round one.
Right, here we go. This is it. Run back from the finals last time.
Numbers 2 broken. Nice.
Good patience there from Rookang, just waiting, trying to pick his moments. Great movement, great neutral there from both players, just really kind of testing each other, not doing anything too big at the moment.
Again, 1+2 didn't actually get it at all there, didn't get whiff punish for it though. There we go, crouch dash one in. Gonna get the wall at a slight angle, but not too bad.
Nice, just look at that though. One play from both players, but even alive, spends the rage drive. Excellent block, there we go, yeah, punishes the power. Boots him on the ground, his belly so big, actually hitting. Oh, Rookang just got a bit too aggressive there, but didn't work out for neither players there. Poking away, good work from both players. Rookang got a really good lead now. Nice work.
Classic Rookang finish. 1-3, finishes off with the high-low.
Nice, just push. Oh, good.
Nice
low
low parry.
Great position change advantage as well. To keep in the ball, gets the wall break. There we go. Wall behind him now. But just as I say that, bad position for Rookang, and oh my god. Bing, bang, boom, booey.
Expected a more of an awkward spot there, didn't get it. Unfortunately for Rookang, now he's in all world of pain, but he's backed up and now he's got the wall. Again, finishes with Rookang special.
Punish there into low. Just really pressing him towards the wall now. Rookang just slowly getting his life chipped away. And just like that, brings it back 2-2.
2 rounds apiece. Nice. Down. All that wall pressure.
Oh my god. Nice blocking he gets with delayed hop kick.
Oh my god. There's absolutely no need for that. There's no need for that. That was so good. I mean, that just shows how good you are when you can block and punish one of those with a delayed hop kick. But he just needed a sliver of health and he still went for it. I mean, what a quality player. Rookang was in there though. He was looking strong. It was. I feel like it was a lot of that was won and lost on spacing in terms of where they were on the stage and making sure that they were holding the ground.
There were some key moments where Rookang was pretty much in control, and as you said, just a very great place sidestep, turn of position, and now he's got it back to the wall. Same for Chickenmaru, even that last run where he missed the butterfly edge, Rookang punished him, the wall stack was a little bit low, so we know that stage being small and having the breakable walls in play, the position change and the advantage was very much key in that. So we'll see what happens in the next map, and Rookang's favourite stage, Sook, as we all know, going to feel a lot more comfortable on this stage. So we'll see if he can change it around. He put up a really good fight against Chickenmaru there. You know, if he can keep that kind of pace and that kind of play style, he could definitely try. He can definitely take this game.
Indeed. Isn't it amazing? We're talking about one of the greatest monsters of the UK Tekken scene. You're going, good fight. It's like, that's how good Chickenmaru is right now and how scary he is. Rookang picking Sook. I mean, there's many reasons why he likes his stage. I've noticed that he knows when to take risks. He knows when he can do that based on where he is on the stage. Really good awareness.
Both just using their stance chances just to get away, go in, bait something, get out. Oh, catches him, and there we go. Big launch goes to Chickenmaru, takes it all. Bat, bang. Not dead yet. Nice. First blood. Chickenmaru gets it. Oh, just whiffs there as well. That could be costly. Good. Takes him to the wall. Noticing most of these interactions, Rookang is just chipping away and Chickenmaru is getting those 1 or 2 launches and those big moments that are just getting him these rounds. There. Oh my god, even bounced off the wall and still got it perfect.
Yeah, very, very friendly for Chickenmaru. That's the kind of look that Rookang doesn't want him to have right now. He's running, he's placing him down forward too. He's so good. But this is Rookang's moment now. Can he work some momentum back?
Nice. Side step, look, get full juggle. This is what Rookang needs, these big moments. Got such a good life lead. Fully charged.
Ooh! Nice side step, nice down forward to just quite get it. Now Rookang's got that round on the board.
Excellent back roll to punish there. Nice punish on the spring kick. Does it again.
I always want to see that online special after. I always think that hot kicks coming.
Look at them just both darting in and out.
Check your ankle, son.
There we go. There you sweet bang. Legs. Oh, you know.
Whoa, someone has finally stopped into that.
Oh my god, man. This wall to wall is just always in the favour. Oh!
Great option.
Nice. Went for the butterfly air to try to stop anything and just... Rookang, great work, great adjustment. Still in this.
Still in it, and he's eating the throat. Come in and try and pressure at the wall. He is. Nice duck, doesn't get anything off it. Very hard to whiff punish that.
Excellent punish there. Good from Rookang. There we go. Good precision sweep. Bang. Goes for the mid.
Got him. This will be it.
Oi, Rookang. Okay. Coming from losing the first game as well. First round, coming back. Rookang has been preparing for this guy. He's been studying. Good work. Great work from Rookang. Good adaptations there. I noticed where Rookang was poking away, getting those little hits here and there in the early rounds, but was always losing out to getting launched, counter hit. He started to get his own, which then brought him back into the game, with Chickenmaru was just kind of eating a few of these moves, getting him with down 4-2, getting him with these launches, and that's how he got most of his damage. So good work from Rookang to overcome that, fight back, brings it back. First game 1-1.
Indeed. Sometimes it just comes down to when you're playing against Rookang, is he going to do a mid or a low? You know, it's just he had him in the vortex, and Chickenmaru just made a read and it was wrong. I mean, it goes 3-2. I mean, it was a great comeback from Rookang. He had to work really hard. I mean, it's an uphill struggle against this guy. It'll be interesting now whether Chickenmaru even makes a change. Chickenmaru strikes as the kind of guy who just might pick Sook himself and say, go on, let's see if you can do it again. No, he's gone for Violet Systems. Okay. Very, very good start to this group. Who's going to get that first win?
Shouts out to NYC Furby with the raid, 140 raiders as well. Excellent. Thanks for joining us for this Lockdown League 2.
Furbalicious. Thank you, son. In we go.
Nice, doesn't commit, just jumps in, headbutts, gets back out. Oh, his legs, really starting off a lot of low attacks.
He is.
Excellent.
Nice.
Back.
Great use of the jab.
Legs. Don't finish it, but he's in a bad position in the corner with rage as well, Chickenmaru. Oh my god. Just look at that.
Never count him out. Never count this guy out. Oh! Eat some of that.
That. Oh, okay, no, it missed. Okay.
Flops it.
Good punish from Rookang. Needs to get all these punishes. Every little bit of damage against Chickenmaru is needed. Good low parry.
Nice. Low parry overdue. He's been chipping away at those ankles.
Another one there. Good punish on that down forward too. Elbow drop. Boots him on the ground like a football.
In the crevasse. Here we go with the rage drive.
You want to power crush that? Alright, 2 knees to the face. Again! I mean, if Rookang doesn't do the hell sweep, everyone starts getting at him. Like, oh, do the thing that you've done. But, you know, you're doing it against Chickenmaru. It's like... Right.
The thing is, right, he's actually not gone for that many hell sweeps in this. I think both times he's gone for it, it's been a full punish.
Oh no! Oh my god, that is unfortunate. Jumped over this big guy, tried to punish, and he gets punished himself.
That's one of those situations after tournament when you're like wrapping the wire around and they're like, did you mean to do that? And you're like, yeah, totally. You've never seen that setup before. Of course I meant to do that. Yeah.
It's like, there's two sort of people. The guys that are like, nah, mate, I didn't mean to. Like, good GG, shaking hands. Others like, nah, I meant to. Stone face say that, yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. Played for and got. What a good start for Chickenmaru. Both of them looking pretty crispy, though. I mean, Rookang looked like he was playing really, really well. And he's always, he loses game, he's going to go to Sook. And I would love for someone, I mean, Pudknife is a great statistician. He's got that software out there that tracks wins, losses, and tournament rankings. I would love to see the statistics of Rookang on Sook. He's just so dangerous. He's just so dangerous.
Yeah, that's very true. He's probably one of the main players when you think about stage picking, as opposed to just generic about the stage itself. It's about the player and how they use the stage with the character as well. So there's a lot sort of more facets when you're discussing stage and Rookang as well. So, good first match from both players. Guys, remember, we still got the Matcherino. All the sponsor codes and the TNT code have been used up, but make sure you go and do them sponsored quests. I'm trying to have a look at the amount we've got at the moment. Just kind of load in for myself with these gears, but still try and put as much as you can. Do those sponsor quests, do those retweets, follow them. You can unfollow them up, later, but just get as much money.
You shouldn't be saying that. Don't say that.
Well, you just, you do it later anyway. You're just gonna do it. Like, no one's gonna really say anything, and they know you do that anyway. It's not like I'm really gonna follow your random stuff I don't care about and then keep it. You'll follow that.
Yeah, please do contribute on Matcherino. That goes to of the players. It doesn't go to us. We Elf do this for the love of it. All of it goes to players. Smash that pot, please, and pick up some of the gear as well. We've got some great hoodies, t-shirts, all of the usual stuff. But I mean, Eternal Dragon, of this group, what's your pick? What's the match you want to see the outcome of the most?
So in this group, it's just every match is I want to see them all.
Total cop out.
But I feel I want to see the Phantom versus immortalXsoul, because both being Raven players, one being an old school and sort of a legend, being around the team for such a long time, and we have the up and coming. It's that classic story using both the same characters. I like to see when both people use the same character, how they play, how they sort of work each other out. I imagine they've played before, so they kind of know how to approach the game. So I really like to see when you have character specialists going against each other. I don't think none of these players are probably going to pick a secondary. So I'm really interested in seeing that, because I want to see more of immortalXsoul. I've seen a lot of the other players, and I know what they can do, but he's a player that I haven't seen too much about. So I really want to see how he'll fare, because this group is just mental. Like, you can't really, apart from if you just want to go for the Chickenmarus, how are you going to pick the rest of them? You can't even fathom to start saying, oh, he can beat him. It's just kind of like, see what happens.
It's like the World Cup. Like, you could have a really, really good performance in your group, lose one game, and still maybe go out on a tiebreaker. Like, there's enough games for you to you need to win every game to be 100% sure you're getting out. And that's a lot of pressure for some of these guys, especially as that Matcherino pot is getting absolutely smashed. It's looking like there's going to be another generous prize for the winner of this tournament. Could get kind of stressful.
People often say, oh, it's online and online this and that. But like you said, when you have this sort of prize money on the line, you can't just have that, oh, it's online, I don't really take it too seriously. You went all this far, you're this far into it. Every match is going to be important. Every match is going to be notable. So definitely the players, it's crazy, because there's always going to be this person's beat this person recently. They've beat them historically, but we've seen in the previous group. I'm not saying I weren't surprised at Sherdle doing well. Sherdle's a good player, but people are like, wow, Sherdle's actually doing it. That all the groups are just fully stacked. So you can make these predictions, but it's just come down to the games. Also, element RsKyLuck, being just a personal favorite. Always like seeing him play. Just want to see what damage he can do in this tournament. He's another player as well as Rookang. But they want Chickenmaru. They want this guy, and other players kind of took a more tactical approach, which, if you're thinking about money, better to do that. I want to go in this group, but these guys actually want to fight the best, and I admire about that. That's that warrior spirit there. You think, do you know what? Why delay? I'm just going to fight you now. If I can't beat you now, then what's the point? So I like
that. I think, we talk about the young players like imortalXsoul, players that, have come through the scene recently and picked up the game and learnt it very, very well at a good rate. RsKyLuck's another one of those guys. He doesn't get the credit that he deserves for that. I mean, he came into Tekken 7. If he's watching, I'll be honest. From the sounds of it, he wasn't very good. I kind of wish I caught him at that point in his career, because now he's an absolute monster, and he's learned the game so quickly. He was saying to me that just a couple of years ago, he was sat on a sofa in one of the Belong venues with Wiki and Guki Akuma, looking at what frame data is and like how the game works and watching online tutorials on how to play Tekken. And in 2 years, look how far that guy's come. He labs every single situation possible. He's defensively is a monster, and of course his Claudio is just top tier.
That is just, when you just listen to stories like that, yes, it's crazy. I don't know the history of all of the UK Tekken before, but usually the established players was winning, and maybe there might be 1 or 2 young guys that come up. It takes them a game or two to get into the scene, to get top results, and then they become great players in the next game. But we've got so many young players in terms of age, in terms of experience, just coming up and just becoming top players within months and years. And I mean, as much
that's
as
not the Tekken way.
I know.
You need to get absolutely banged up for about 7 years before you're any good at this game. I mean,
That's what I thought it was as well, man. I'm just sitting there like, yeah, right. I've grinded in the game for about, months and years. I've lost, I'm slowly building up, and there's this guy that's like, yeah, I picked it up like randomly. My mate was like, borrow this game, and I'm a top player. It's like, oh mate, but yeah, just shouts out to the UK scene, the depth of the skill, just how things are progressing and the interest in it. It's just really, amazing. As we're saying that though, we're talking about RsKyLuck. Our stream result for the Phantom beat RsKyLuck 2-1. Interesting. Very interesting.
Those two are very evenly matched right now. That could have gone either way. That's the thing, right? You lose your first game, and it's only a 5-person group. You can feel like you'll be fighting against the odds to get out your group. And losing 2-1 as well. Oh, yeah. That could suck. I wonder if this is going to be one of those groups where everyone's sort of even on games, or close to even on games right at the end, or if Chickenmaru is going to do, what the betting man would say and just absolutely smash through everyone.
Yeah, that is true. And it's agonizing because you think with this round robin format, cool, I've got some games to, it's not double a limb where I'm out straight away. But as you said, it's like the World Cup where you losing your first one in a group doesn't mean anything. It's like the pressure is on even more, knowing that you have more games to play. So, interesting format, like how it's going. Speaking of the Phantom, coming off of his win, he's going to be taking on Chickenmaru. And this is a guy that was like, I don't need luck. I'm just going to play. People are like, good luck to him. Is like, what's luck? So, let's see how he fares against Chickenmaru in this his first match on stream. Like I said, he just took it 2-1 over RsKyLuck, which I imagine was a close game.
And of course, playing online against the Phantom means you don't have to suffer one of his bone-crushing handshakes before you start playing, which means you probably do get a bit of a buff. There is that buff.
He's like a walking MK X-ray attack. He just shakes your hand, he just, your bones just start breaking. Like...
Yeah. It's a quality handshake though. If I had to, back in the day, you were making a tier list of FGC handshakes, and he was pretty high up on there. Yeah,
probably definitely be like S+, like Leroy tier.
Most FGC handshakes, it's like you're shaking a wet fish around. It's not firm enough. But I guess we won't be doing that in the future. We'll all be fist pumping. But anyway, let's get into it. Phantom versus Chickenmaru.
Good break. At the moment, just chipping away his life. The Phantom trying to sort of get a foot into the game. Oh, gets him with the on back. Nice back. Oi! Gets to the low sweep, and he's got raised.
This could be really, really...
Oh
my god! Oh my god, smash that clip button! That is hell of a start!
He's got battered around the map, like, okay, cool, that damage!
Red Shrine!
Elbows, oh, nice jump. Just standing still. This is probably what it's going to take. People are trying to mix up their time with Chickenmaru, and that's... People are trying to think, how do I beat this guy? And it's about using the moves that you use, but timing them. And, you can easily say it, but doing it against this guy? Nice.
Well, yeah, exactly right. I mean, the thing about Chickenmaru is his reactions are absolutely unbelievable. The only person whose reactions I think are as good as his is Kane and Trench. And... were nice. Very, very nice indeed. If you do a mid-high against Chickenmaru, he's going to duck the second hit. He doesn't have time.
10 seconds, running on the clock, and he gets him with the raise drive. Is this enough to come back? And he always finds the wall, my god. Boots him! Look, just flips her over like that as well. Just boots her on the ground like trash.
Take it easy. Nice and proper, Phantom.
Honestly, that's legs. And I'm noticing, like, as well as the poking, the offense and opening up is always coming from lows, which is a great technique, but it just always works in his favor with Chickenmaru.
Chickenmaru's definitely changed the pace now. He's going a lot harder. And as I say that, he totally slows down. Hang on, a cotton picking. You know, it looks to me like we might have a desync.
Oh.
That looks like a desync to me.
All right, so that was unfortunate, man. That match was it was good. Both the Rookang and Phantom match, you can see, right? These guys really want this. They've been practicing. They've been training for this guy. Kind of had a similar approach in terms of making it a very slow-paced game, and that seems like, well, I wouldn't say there's any surefire way to beat this guy, but your usual game plan, it's about, I've got these tools, my character's pretty good, whatever. How can I use this, time it against this person? As you said, his reactions are unparalleled. If there's a mid-high string, you know he's going to duck it, you know he's going to punish. So it's about how do I mix these up? And it seemed like running for a timeout, really playing this defensive style. But then you're in a risk of, as soon as he's in rage, we saw that one launch, and he seems to find all the wall. Josie's combos just seem so appropriate for the wall because she can get you hit anywhere, whether it's wall to wall, wall into another wall, opposite, and it's just all working out. So unfortunate, we are going to get that restart, and we're going to restart at 0-0. Both players agreed to just restart the whole game. Fair enough, you know, a little bit of a teaser there, just kind of tasting you with the game, just a little teaser there. We're going to get back into this game.
Well, as this stream is not an official Namco sanctioned stream, let me talk about something about this desync, because it really gets my goat. Why did someone have that idea that if you have a desync, you play against a computer for the rest of the game? Whose great idea was that? I've seen people really come to blows about who won a game. I remember Pez Charlie versus a player, I don't remember who it was against, but I think it was a Milton Keynes player back in the day. They both had a win on their screen playing in an online tournament because they've both been playing against a bot for the second half of the game. Like, if you're going to have a desync, just scrap the game, start again. Really, really mad idea. I'm actually surprised we haven't had any talk about that in the updates coming up, which are good. The updates look great. I'm happy about it, but why don't they sort out the desync?
Yeah. Some of the issue, it seems, as well, was that they don't actually tell you how the game runs. Like, there's no, maybe I'm wrong. There's nothing that says this happens, and you'll fight a bot. We just figured it out, and that's often with these, I guess, developers and these Japanese developers. They just put stuff in the game, and it's like, oh, we figured out that this does this. And as you said, tournaments are running on these kind of things, so that is unfortunate. Right, running it back.
Nice.
Nice. Look at that. 50% just gone like that. Nice duck. Jeez, is this 2 combos in death? Was that a couple pokes, 2 combos in dead? Optimal. Definitely seeing that playstyle where everyone's fighting Chickenmaru, very patient, trying to poke him away and not overextend, while it kind of gives Chickenmaru space to get those
big... Lovely cartwheel. Let's see how far you'll carry him. Not all the way, but still get some pressure.
Ground and pound. Nice, good punish there. Chickenmaru just staying patient. Good low parry. Oh, the second hit doesn't send him high enough, but...
Went for it again.
Oh, he's full string. Wait, he jumps over. Doesn't want to overextend now. Excellent work. But then he's pissing off the back. Right then. Could have been a dangerous situation. He jumped over and put himself back at the wall against Chickenmaru.
Now, both players opted to go back to 0-0. I like that. Both of them saying that they can do it all over again, and now we're at 1 round apiece again, but look at it!
That's that.
Bang. That.
Jesus Christ. That's done.
That's it. Up, forward, neutral forward.
That's what I was thinking as well. The first one I saw do that consistently was just K-Wish as well, just online as well. And that is the confidence, man. That is the execution, just to do that. In the back. Long back. Push him all the way. Oh, perfect range for the wall bounce. This is going to do chunks of damage. Good position for Chickenmaru. Phantom really needs to do something.
Nice. Doesn't matter, when you get that break, you get the wall.
Oh no, the last hit whiffed and boots are on the ground like trash.
You've got a problem with this character. You've got a problem with this character.
It's just
I was kicking on the floor like trash. I was getting into a bucket for a moment.
I just like the moves that's disrespectful. Everyone's doing martial arts, and she just takes a swing, just boots you on the ground like you're playing FIFA or something. Like I just like those moves. I like that.
Nice.
I've seen people in the chat saying, I heard that too. Like people said, "Oh, Josie don't do that much damage," and I ain't a top player, so I'm like, well, I get banged up, so maybe it's just me. But then I'm seeing like this big damage everywhere, and it's like everyone does big damage. It's kind of hard to say this character don't do big damage unless it's Feng, by the way. But
Trindan Gaming says no character is low damage in season 3. I would argue Yoshimitsu's pretty low damage. I would argue Yoshi's pretty low damage. He's got a fairly, you don't get a lot off a lot of his launches. But yeah, no.
I'll say Feng as well, not biased, because out in the open, no walls.
I'm
not. Someone did a graph. Some guy did a graph about open air map damage, and Feng was like right at the bottom. So
that was stink.
Yeah. So shout out to him. I'm not biased, but yeah, he does low damage. But you know, he gets stuff off of it. There's things you can do, but yeah, no one really does much low damage in this game. And how far season 3 is with, you know, the wall extensions, wall bounces. I mean, does anyone really do low damage when you look at the cast? It's just a couple combos and you're dead in this game. So anyway, we are going to a wallless stage. I imagine another more slow-paced game from the Phantom. That's kind of the approach he's taking to try and chip away. But this is what's happening. Chickenmaru is watching people trying to chip him away, and all he's needing is these big launches, and he knows where to place them. And look at that. Barely even 10 seconds gone, and he's almost just got his life down.
He's playing like he's got his fingers crispy pancakes in the oven and they're burning. He needs to get to it. He's playing so fast, but then the moment he goes hard, he backs up like this. His change of pace is really, really weird. It's working so well. Nice.
Nice.
So mixed up. Got his jab right up in the bite rack there.
Both of their flying knee rage drive, sorry. Punish, yeah. Oh, backswing! Oh. Nah, her long white tight legs were like, nah, you ain't getting out there.
You are not getting away from me, son.
Oh. Tried another backswing of his own. That's it. Like Chickenmaru's just waiting for you to whiff. Perfect usage of Josie's tools there.
Nice challenge. Grab. Magic 4.
Phantom kind of struggling to just, yeah, and that's it, man. How do you open up this guy? You try to open him up, and look, you just get punished. Perfect, optimal, and it's just like, what? How do you know, what do you do against this guy?
Yeah. The other thing that Phantom's got going against him is that back in the day, you know, Phantom was one of the very few Master Raven players, but there's quite a few dotted around now. So the overall knowledge of this character has definitely gone up across all of the players.
That's it. And Chickenmaru just now, he's 2 rounds up, lively, doesn't even need to do anything, man. The pressure's just been mounting on the Phantom. He has to actually commit, and that is the thing. You commit in, you're gonna get launched down 4-2, he's just gonna block your low, but saying
that was good.
Needed this, 20 seconds. But, alright, nice. Break on the ground and pound.
Now he's got rage. 8, 7, 6. He's got to do something. 4.
Ah, man, just look at that. 3 seconds left, and I'm seeing the game plan of what people are trying to do versus Chickenmaru. Play super defensive, poke him down, use the time as another way to win, and maybe not necessarily always have to defeat him. But I feel, you're making him comfortable, but that's the catch-22. You pressure him, he's going to punish you perfectly. You back away, you have some success, but you have to get that clutch launch yourself. Rookang did it in some of the other games where he's backing away, poking him down, but then he was the one to get the launch and seal the rounds. If you do not get your launch, or if you don't get your significant damage combo, all these pokes kind of amount to nothing, because all he needs is to get one on you, and Chickenmaru has a knack of finding the placement for these moves.
Does indeed. I mean, I think the Phantom, his favourite stage is Infinite. I don't think it was an anti-Chickenmaru like strat, but I think it just didn't go his way. Like, Chickenmaru's movement was on point. He was spacing everything out very well. I kind of think, he probably could have stayed with a small stage. I know that Chickenmaru was putting out some great output, but it just throws a bit more in the mix. When it was just pure player versus player in Infinite stage, I think it was really uphill for Phantom.
Yeah.
What we've got coming up soon, we've got imortalXsoul versus RsKyLuck. Two of the more new players to Tekken 7, but God, they've already made a hell of a name for themselves.
Just having a quick look at these results so far. So far we have Chickenmaru, seeing him take 2 games on stream. He's in first place. Rookang, he is in second with 1 win. Phantom is also with 1 win, and he's in third. And imortalXsoul and RsKyLuck in 4th and 5th place. So as we said, even if you lose the first game, you don't really have that net of, it's a group. Because if you lose your first game against someone else, and then your next game is against Chickenmaru, it's like you're potentially looking at 2 games down early, and it is tough, man. This group is tough, but I respect to the players that wanted to take it to this group because they wanted the hardest route. RsKyLuck being one of them, and imortalXsoul had to have the last pick of this group. But as you said, we're seeing 2 sort of newer players into the overall scene facing off.
This could go either way, and for both these guys, it's absolutely crucial to get a win. RsKyLuck obviously losing to Phantom earlier. Probably 2 wins is never going to be enough.
Good punish there. Good position there when he's got... Look at the timing on that as well. Excellent.
Round 2. Fight.
Just made sure he kept him at the wall, waited for him to get up. Perfect move for the wall splat. First blood goes to Risky.
Risky just responding with an up forward 4 there, setting out his stall. I wanted to see more of them. Both these characters absolutely devastating at the wall. Nice. Right.
Yeah. Good turnaround for the wall, but actually jumps over and now Risky up
there.
Will he die from
Surely.
this? No! Pixels left! And 2 rounds to Risky.
And they've gone really, really quick.
Round 3.
Both of them playing very fast. Now we're on an Infinite stage, that can really change things up. I think you see an adverse number of 3-2 comebacks from 2-0 down because of the way this stage changes. Let's see if that happens.
All looking like imortalXsoul working on a perfect at the moment. No more perfect. But Risky coming back, and he's got rage. He's got a lot to do, but he's got the tools. Set.
Hand. Nice.
Sounded like a hop kick after that, didn't he?
That's one of the old classics. But if you challenge that with a very quick mid like he did, then you're going to be all gravy. And he is. It's 2-1 down. Is Soul going to make this 2-2? Again, the change of this stage can be absolutely critical. You always feel like you're in it when you're 2-0 down and then it changes to an Infinite.
Both of them had great success. RsKyLuck with the wall usage now. Oh, no, great.
This could be it. Had second thoughts.
Nice.
Taking a page out of Rookang's book there. Nice finish. Nice finish. Wow, that went quick. We're gonna be done early if they play at this rate. It's really, really aggressive.
As you mentioned, it's really good having a string that is like a jab into low. Obviously, you can just single jab or go low, but it being risky in itself because everybody knows that low's coming. But the placement and the timing of it, I've learned a lot more recent times that the timing is. We say it, but when you're actually thinking, how am I beating this guy? Or how am I losing to this guy? How is this happening? It's about how they utilize the moves and the way they do them, and it's the timing. It's throwing you off. It's just those little half steps or half beats is where you can use these moves that on paper people are like, yeah, don't use that to end rounds and whatever. But then you see players use that move in a good way, and those jab blows, you know, and you can even factor in, right, if they're going to do a low parry combo, will I die from it? Because if they do block it, they're not going to be launch punishable. Don't think most of them anyway. But if they're going to low parry, you might not die from it. But then this is Tekken 7 Season 3, so who knows? You probably die from that now anyway. But, you know, you can factor that in. Good round.
Again, not a sanctioned Namco stream. The full thoughts of Eternal Dragon. I'm totally with you. Like, the thing about Tekken, right? Even the bad strings, the bad strings, right? They have a use, like, because these mental frames, you can stop them early. You can slow the game down. If it's delayable, even if the frames are shocking on it, if it's delayable, you can use those first hits to go into something else, you know, put a throw in there, put some mind games around it. And also, if your opponent's just not used to seeing it because it's a shit string, you might as well use it now and again. In any case, 1-3, a great way to finish out the round. We're waiting for imortalXsoul to ready up. What do you think he needs to do to adjust here, Eternal Dragon?
Well, the first match was very quick, and as you said, the wall really worked in RsKyLuck's favor with that first match. So I think he probably needs to pick a stage that has maybe more space to kind of utilize, to not let RsKyLuck start to use the wall to advantage. I know Raven's got strong wall damage as well, but that's where he seemed to lose in these rounds. And then I think it was just he just outplayed him there as well. But it's a case of like he didn't do anything like amazing. They just played back and forth. But the key moments is that he lost those 2 rounds very quickly, and a big chunk of that was wall. A big chunk of that was the wall, and he had the rage art as well, knowing when to utilize that, and that's something he probably wasn't accounting. You know, when you play players at a decent level, sometimes you can forget, the rage art, when I know he's going to pressure after his turn and use it. You know, Rookang is known for doing stuff like that. So, you know, just he can do it. He's got all the tools to come back. He just needs to kind of not go so down quickly in the first games. Just a quick reminder, guys, we've got the Matcherino still going up, $658.99. We are trying to get to that 4th milestone, that stretch goal. Top 8, all first to 3, if we get $750. That is the next one. So check out the Matcherino. There's still G Fuel Matcherino sponsor quests on the side. Retweet, go and follow them. Just really start to try and get as much money as we can, all for the players. I'm just going to look at these top contributors. So, shout out to Random Mop with the $75.19. Gorgoroth, or Deathborn, I should say, $55.56. Excellent. Smudge with the $50.65. And Holmesy with $41.70. So, big shout out to those players, because it's one, using all the codes, but using your own money, especially with COVID times and people's financial situation not maybe being so stable, people actually supporting Lockdown League. Eastern Fighters putting this on. It's good to see people actually reaching in their own pockets using their own money. So good shout out to all of those players.
Looks like there was a technical hitch there and it's gone to 1-1, so we'll be coming in at 1-1 there. I mean, it is online, quite a little bit, whatever. Tekken Online, man. Tekken Online, loving it either way. We're going to go in at 1-1 once these guys are ready. RsKyLuck saying he's carried by the character. These guys, I think there's a lot of respect there. Still giving each other grief. Neither can complain about each other's character. I want to see some changes to Claudio, not balance changes or anything like that. I want to see him have his tools switched up a bit so people play the character a bit differently. Like, I feel like some of his tools are so good that there's only some certain ways you should really play him, especially at the wall with back one. So I'm hoping we see some switch ups. I'd like that for quite a few characters. Allow the characters to be played in a more diverse manner. Now RsKyLuck did lose. He's gone to Dumo de Sirio. I think you've got to say that in a deep voice. How's it? Dumo de Sirio. Can you do that?
A deep voice, but it seems like it might be in an Italian accent, which I'm not gonna do because I'm not gonna do an Italian accent on stream. But I think it's more of that.
In we go.
Starts with a big elbow in the chin, back. Look at 50% just gone, like more than 50%. Jesus, just right. RsKyLuck now has got a good opportunity because he's got the wall behind, wall splat, resplat.
Splat.
What's Graves? Oh man, look at that. He's working on that comeback. Okay.
Immortal stopping the freight train dead. Its tracks then.
Nice back turn. Cancel there. Oh, okay, that was kind of not in his favor. Got the position, but lost most of the damage because of that. Good sidestep hop kick there from RsKyLuck. Nice. More so just running out of the corner. Great turnaround.
Put at the wall.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Nice.
Such a small thing. He got put all the way into the corner. Rather than backing away and being defensive, he literally ran at him. One interaction changed, and now he got the round.
Classic delayed it and got the second hit. And again, we're at the wall again, but look, he got out of it very quickly.
Oh, nice.
Good timing.
Wow,
Soul's got all of the momentum now.
Look at that, in the top turnbuckle as well, right in the corner. Die! Jumping low, rising elbow. Look at that turnaround, 3 rounds.
It's just business.
Looking very, very good indeed. And just a question from chat. It's 2-1. We actually lost one of those games, guys, because Tekken Online. We didn't get to see one of the games where Immortal Soul apparently tied it up at 1-1. So that is 2-1. And we're racing through this Eternal Dragon. Absolutely racing through it. We're almost moving into the final round of this. Let's
have a quick look, see what these other matches have been happening on so far. So, unfortunately, we didn't get to see all the matches between RsKyLuck and Immortal Soul. So we're just going to have a look here when these brackets refresh on my screen.
And it's going to plan so far. We've seen, looks like Chickenmaru's got 2 wins under his belt already, as we saw earlier. I'm sure we'll get the result back from one of his games soon. And it looks like it's already turning into a race for second place. Yeah, it could be anyone's right now. Could be absolutely anyone's. I think once we get an update on this round, it will look very clear who's going to be fighting out for second place.
We didn't want to just default to that and going to race to second, it's open bracket, but you cannot deny how strong Chickenmaru is. So it is a case of, all right, if Chickenmaru is so far, I think might be undefeated. It's about how are these 4 players going to come out on top to get that second place, and it's tough. All these players have played before, and they have a lot of experience. So yeah, hopefully we can just kind of see how. I'm kind of rooting for the underdogs as well, because Chickenmaru is known for it, but I really want to see Immortal Soul make it out. That's what I'm actually rooting for. No bias, but I want to see these newer players come up and get their name more out there as well. I'm not saying he hasn't anyway, because he's definitely done that on a bigger scale as well. But definitely want to see more so. And he got the win there. Good work. And we talked about adjustments. When he was on Duma Desira, we missed the other game, but there was more spacing available where he didn't get banged up against wall. One key moment that I really liked, he got comboed, put all the way into the corner by RsKyLuck. Usually some players might back away, which gives the other player a chance to run in. He just ran full steam ahead, one kind of random interaction and one turnaround, and then he's got the wall behind and he gets him with a launch combo. So that stage position is also another factor which is used at a higher level, where you think, all right, he's put me to the corner, I can do the obvious hold back and block, or I'm just going to run out of there and try and do something to get out of there immediately. If I get hit, I'm going to change position and I'm not going to be faced in the corner with the sidewalls there as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's all mental between these guys now. As you say, they've all played quite a lot. Looking forward to see if we can get Immortal Soul and Phantom on stream. That would be a hell of a game to get on. And also, repping the Midlands, who, I mean, they've had a resurgence over the last couple of years in terms of Tekken ability and Tekken players. We've obviously got Dante, who's always been a good player. One of the playing partners back in the day of Zai from Tekken Tag 2 days. But there's other players who have come up behind him on his shoulder. You know, some of them have been known for a while, some of them haven't been, but have all leveled. You've obviously got Sin, who commentated the last 2 balls very well. But he's leveled up a lot. I mean, he'd been around a while, but he's never been as good as he is now. You've got imortalXsoul coming through, but there's so many others, and I'm forgetting about a ton of them. But yeah, there's a lot of really, really good Midlands players. Auto switched, of course. It's a really strong scene right now, and it's really good to see.
Yeah, it's unfortunate offlines have ceased, but there was a time where I was wondering where of all the Birmingham players at certain tournaments and events, I weren't seeing a lot of them. But as you said, Abominable, there has been like a resurgence of them, and it's good to kind of challenge the dominance of London, where these Midland players are coming out and they are super strong. And it's just going to hopefully start growing as well once we have offlines, because there's an element of players that wouldn't have travelled to offline events, but online, whether it might not be optimal environment, you actually can still think, you know, I can just turn my PC and just play the game, and you start getting that confidence, and before you know it, you're going to travel to offline when they eventually come, because it will come back. Hopefully in the meantime, these Season 4 updates kind of make the online experience better. Speaking of what you said about character balances and things like that, I definitely want them to give characters either different ways to play them, but don't get rid of their identity in terms of like weaknesses and strengths, because there's no point having a character that's good at everything and they've got no weaknesses, because it's like, so what are you playing against as this player? What are you managing? Like, is your character weak to sidestep, or do they have rubbish block punishment? Some people make some outlandish like requests of stuff they want. It's like, you just want your character to be the best. You don't really want it to be balanced. You just want them to be the best. So I hope that they do take a better approach in balancing the game, making the online better, and we're all itching for this Season 4 drop, and it's got to be soon. I mean, it's not many months left of October. Hopefully we're going to see something very soon.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's annoying when players make outlandish requests for tools that characters don't need. I mean, but King does definitely need a health sweep. Definitely needs it.
I saw something as well, like someone was moaning at King's throws, and it's like, all right, of all the things you're gonna moan about, like the guy's a wrestler, like, so.
Oh yeah, grab me all. I mean, Temple Wybit, I believe, is gonna make a video of like all of the most regular things said to King players, and one of them is like, oh, all you do is grab, and the other one, right, the other one that really like is a typical King, like you break 3 throws in a row, right, and then the 4th one you don't break, and they're like, typical King player can't break throws. Come on. Come on. Really?
I can't lie, right? I can't lie. When I was playing you, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna throw Stu. He ain't gonna break this fucking throw. Like, he ain't gonna break this. But yeah, I've seen that like quite often, and as you said, it's just one time. You don't break one throw. Oh look, he's crap. He can't break throws. It's like, wow, it's just one. Like, I've beaten you. Like.
Oh yeah, you just don't see it with other characters. Like, oh, you didn't, oh, you got jabbed at. Oh, typical Steve player gets caught with jabs himself. You know.
What? Typical Steve getting punched in the face. Like only. Yeah. Oh right.
RsKyLuck versus Chickenmaru. Every match is an absolute dream match. What the hell is that? Stop! I don't like this. The outfit. It's just appalling.
The silver gimp dominatrix suit or whatever this guy's suit.
Edward Scissorhands, basically. Sidestep 4. So
nice.
Is it RsKyLuck's turn to get battered by Chickenmaru, or is there going to be a twist in this tale?
Who is actually going to be able to figure out this guy and just get a win on him in this tournament? Nice.
Decoding him is one step. Beating him is another matter, and he was very nice indeed. Catches him.
You mentioned about how meticulous he is in labbing, and I think out of all the players, he probably would have labbed the most and the most specific scenarios against Chickenmaru. So I'm eager to see how this plays out. Oh no! Oh no!
Anyway,
really unfortunate. Using the homing move after that as well. Same interaction. Again, I'm noticing Chickenmaru using that homing move after a certain interaction to... He's catching them ducking and moving. I want to see if he's doing this intentional because he's picked up on something.
All these lows.
That bang. Regular throw.
Just get away. Now he's got him in the corner.
Again, that's it. Again.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. And they were seeing the same thing where he was just poking away, trying to get something off the bat, and that's what I'm doing. He's blocking or getting hit by lows, and Chickenmaru's going with that homing move, just not trying to punish, and he's catching them. That.
RsKyLuck's turn to pepper him with lows again. So many lows starting off this game.
Oh no, disrespect. Bat, bang. Really good. Look at that, man. So favourable, and the stance transition keeps it close.
Punish. How's he going to use the gun hand? He needs to assert his pressure. Surely this is it. Really nice resplat.
Excellent. I loved how he did not pull the trigger to actually use it. And as you said, when is he going to? The timing of using the tools that you have.
Challenges, nice. Forward, forward, forward. Doesn't get punished for it.
Oh, catches him. Decent off of that float combo.
Back one again.
Oh!
Nice. Got the gun can. Got the wall. Is he going to get the first game?
RsKyLuck really using that wall to his advantage, keeping him there.
Got pushed away. He's pushing his way back. Back against the wall, love. I'm not done with you. Just yet. Come on, RsKyLuck. Is he going to get it? And he's got the first game on the board. Are we going to see a twist in his tail?
Right, I've seen it. I'm not saying it is guaranteed, but RsKyLuck is using the wall as another player to stop Chickenmaru. And it's obvious to say, oh yeah, use the wall for damage, but most scenarios, he was either sidestepping or he was really playing, I need the wall. Because then you limit, obviously, his movement going backwards, you limit lateral movement to a certain extent, and RsKyLuck was putting layers upon layers of mix-ups to get the wall splat. So it seemed like, right, not just I'm using a wall stage to get damage and yeah, keeping the wall. It's kind of like, right, I need to use it another player. Make this guy's options limited, because then his options being limited, it opens up more mix-ups for myself as well, especially when he had the powered up blue hand as well. So
gun can. I put the gun can.
yeah, excellent work. I want to see if that is the game plan, because that's what I started to see, how he was using the wall as I'm gonna give up, like jabbing, pressuring you with damage to just get you to the wall. And as you said, he was pushing him back.
Indeed. We're on to geometric plane. Look, with the wall carry that Chickenmaru's got, probably may help him a little bit. I mean, he's obviously chosen it, likes the stage. But I wouldn't want to be against the wall when RsKyLuck's playing like this.
I think, and this is the first game I think he might have lost, what we've seen on stream. So RsKyLuck, great work to take it off him.
He lost the game versus Rookang on Soup.
Right, yeah.
So let's set ball. Spends it. Instant running two. In your face. Doesn't matter. Just pure wall of defense.
They're back in the corner now. Oh, excellent.
It's so easy to commentate Claudio right now when he's against the wall. You just need to know about three or four moves and that's it.
Yeah. So when is he going to do these? When is he going to do backswing blow? When is he going to do this move? Shoulder. Nice running knee. RsKyLuck controlling most of the space, but just gets a knee to the chest.
Nice throw, gets in.
Okay, was that one that is intentional? Low didn't hit because of the tech roll, got up into regular throw, not broken.
Intentional, mate. All intentional. He's just using buttons to make him stay out. Again, get away.
Great usage of such basic tools, jabs, just like boxing. Nice sidestep.
With the movements, crispy.
Oh, back block. The defense on RsKyLuck at the moment as well. Oh my god, man. Just bare blocks. Just someone hit someone. There we go. Nice work. The defense of RsKyLuck was just too sick.
Bare blocks. I'm looking at that, man. On geometric plane as well. Bare blocks everywhere, man. Bare blocks.
Blocks and tiles. Nice. Magic 4. That. Carry on that, man. Jeez. Low.
Perfect.
Oh, what answer back with a perfect though.
Very, very nice indeed. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. Is RsKyLuck gonna do it? Is RsKyLuck? I mean, he's got some decisions to make here. I wouldn't be like smashing the rematch button right now. I'd be taking a moment just to think about how was the first game different to the second game. What did he do in that second game that changed things up a little bit? And I think for me it was keep out. It was a lot about keep out and using quicker moves and quicker buttons to stop him from coming in and doing whatever he wanted with her.
You mentioned about the keep out with like the jabs, where if someone's pressing jab a lot, people usually running and use like a crushing move or something. But again, it's the way you use it, and it's just using the jabs to keep him out. And you've hit 1 or 2 1-2s, and you've lost a significant amount of damage now. And then it makes the player think, "Oh right, I'm losing life just trying to get in."
Yeah.
They get a bit more risky as well. RsKyLuck was still trying to use the wall in the corner to his advantage, which is good. Good tactic, and he was getting some success. But then all you are is one counter hit away from Josie's wall splat combo, and the angle it go off. If her back's to the wall and she hits you, you move off to an angle, so she's gonna get wall splat. So even though he died on the wall, there's that factor that you have to be careful that I'm keeping him to the wall, but she can splat me when her back's to the wall there as well.
Agreed. Dumo the Sirio, go. RsKyLuck versus Chickenmaru, 1 apiece.
Nice, good stop with that knee, just nah. Just getting, look at that, life gone already.
Both of them playing great defense and having to use lows to break each other open.
You can see Chickenmaru's just waiting for the whiff. He's just waiting for that whiff, but now he's pushing him to the wall.
And this is when Chickenmaru gets more aggressive. When he goes back to the wall, he'll use those buttons to get out. Risky. Can't do that. He can't do that. You make a mistake, you're dead.
Oh, that was so unlucky. On back, flying elbow, pushing him to the corner now. But he's just getting...
Squeezing him out. Nice.
Right.
Look at the movement he's shown here to get out of that.
Oh!
If you want to see strong defensive movement, clip this and look at the last 20 seconds of RsKyLuck. Totally changed the scenario between the two of them. And look, even Chickenmaru gets hit by that one.
Wow! That is good to know. No one can ever say, "Oh, you got hit by that move." Well, he did, so it's alright now.
Chickenmaru very, very strong at using punch power. He didn't get out of that one. Could have sidestepped, could have punch parried.
Oh, this is going to be damaging. Look at that. Perfect splat now. About 50% gone. Wall behind him as well. Good interrupt from RsKyLuck and good use of the throw. That's it. Bing, bang, boy. Alright, second time the throw not broken scenario.
Not rage.
Oh.
Who cares? Chickenmaru doesn't. He's 1 round away from going 2-1 up and taking it.
Okay, parry this.
In your face.
Again.
Again.
Interesting. Watch your toes, right. This is taking right to the corner as well. Not just to the wall. Right, towards the corner.
Challenging again. Look, he gets more aggressive the moment he goes back to the wall. Oh, could have got in there. Could have been 2 rounds all. Is it going to be him? No.
Oh my god. Is Risky going to do it?
Final round. Bradford versus London.
Who's going to get that first big launch? Good interrupt. Nah.
Now you go in the corner, love. You get in there. Running
Good
2.
pressure. Ooh, he was so close with that sidestep. Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, good conversion there.
1+2 broken.
Oh, he got it. Risky Lock does it.
He challenged the biggest dog in the yard. come out. He's come out 3-2. He's taken it 2-1. That is a fantastic game of Tekken. Both of those guys should take a bow for that. That was a hell of a show. Both of them using defensive movement. The game of chess that went between the first game, the second game, and the third game. It's exactly what you want to see. There was one guy set out his stall, the other guy adapted, the other guy adapted again. A sick game of Tekken. That was my favourite game of Tekken so far. Yeah. Awesome play.
You mentioned it earlier, Abominable, that Risky and the way he labs, the way he practices. If any one of the players that we talked about really wanted him would have like labbed so much detail, it would have been him. And as you said, it didn't work in the first game. All right, what can I adjust? And he comes up with the win. The wall and the usage of it really lent on using that wall as not just pure damage, space control, knowing when to get him to the wall just for pressure. The layers upon layers he was mixing up when he had Starburst as well. Excellent work from both players, and just to remain calm when he was getting chipped down from Chickenmaru's just crazy offense. So now with RsKyLuck doing that, I have to say, from the guy that says I want to be in that group because I want to beat this guy, and he does it. It's like you said, the big dog in the yard, like prison. You come into the prison yard, it's like you take out the big guy, and everyone respects you in it. So he just takes him out.
But if there's anyone you want to talk to about prison politics, it's me. Always go after the biggest dog in the yard. Pick a fight with him. If you're at home, just make sure if you ever go to prison, pick a fight with the biggest guy there. Win, you're done. You'll be absolutely gravy.
You've heard it. You've heard it here. Prison like tactics from Mr. Wholesome Uncle Tekken Abominable. You know what's it? All right then. Okay, so that is good. You know, we talked about the obvious picks about Chickenmaru steamrolling, you know, whatever. But RsKyLuck really showing that, look, you know, I ain't just a streamer, yeah. I'm not just some guy that's just came up through belong in it. I'm a legit player offline as well. So good work to both players. They put on a great show. That's got to be my favourite. Just such a high level adaptation of games of how I need to play to win. No character changes. No like picking top tiers. Staying with your character and just changing your playstyle. And that is kind of the fundamental Tekken that we like to see at this level.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't like it these days. Don't get me started about this. I'm going to pick this character to negate this character. It's not League of Legends. It's Tekken. Just play better. Just play better.
Yeah.
Maybe a different stage.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel like it feels like fighting. Like he's beat me, you know, like with my style versus his style of kung fu. Like I can't then go and pick another style. I need to like rep my master style and defeat him. I can't just pick another character that has no weaknesses. Like I like that. Stay true to the end. And you know, obviously when money's on the line, you can argue. But you know, I will always love those character specialists, that loyalists that just think, you know, I need to play better. Especially if they use a character that you use, it makes you question how to improve yourself if they're able to do it. So good work.
Totally agree. And the question from chat: would I pick King and a Ling Zhao Yu max up? I do, and I quite like the matchup. Call me a sadomasochist. In we go. Phantom versus EMortalXsoul. Mishima building. I can't wait for this, guys. Get your popcorn out. Get your popcorn out. This is going to be good.
Both of them, well, S plus combo damage, S combo damage. Who's going to get the 50% combo first that we see from Raven? This is the match I wanted to see as well. Character specialists, character loyalists. I think EMortalXsoul. He probably got another character, but definitely Raven through and through. Going at it. Oh god, they got similar colours as well.
And of course, Phantom does have a massive wang, but Wang's not in Tekken 7, so he's sticking with Raven.
I was like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, the character. Okay.
What's the character? What else did you mean? EMortalXsoul versus Phantom. Look at the health bars to work out who is winning, guys.
Ninja shit going on. Look, that's the combo. Jeez. Right, first one, EMortalXsoul.
Okay, that was EMortalXsoul. Nice.
Punish, and that's the thing. They're gonna know all the punish with these characters. It's about playstyle.
Nice.
Good.
Nice Rooney.
Bing, bang, boy. Good break there.
Nice break. Truly
a shinobi fight there. Phantom, great position now. Doesn't really need to overcommit at all.
In the crevasse, trademark.
Wow. Look at that carrying. I'm saying that he doesn't have to worry, but now he does. Good break. Backswing. Oh!
Does it finish it?
Oi, slow mo. Oh, he goes underneath it.
That was a mortal. I've got to be honest. That was a bit like when they play that card game where they turn the cards over and you can remember where the queen was. Because they were both jumping around so much, I couldn't work out which one was which.
Yeah. Phantom has such a massive life lead, and imortalXsoul still came back and takes that round.
Oh, the jaw catches him. Nice big smack. This is going to hurt a lot.
Jesus, look at that. Getting banged up, jump over. No punish on that. Spin it. All right. 3-0 to imortalXsoul. This one of them ones as well, like, you can't even complain about the character. You can't even say nothing about, you're like, oh, the characters annoy me, they're broken. It's just like, well, you play the same character as well. It's like, it's one of them ones as well. But that slow-mo was just, I thought her leg was coming down and going to launch her up, but her leg just went straight and went underneath it. So, first blood.
Guys, change your outfits, right? That was like Britain's Got Talent. You two turn up and start dancing in the same clothes. I'm like, I can't work out what's going on.
Honestly,
sort it out. That was a bit too much. Anyway, that imortalXsoul taking it very relatively cleanly. I don't know, right? It was a bit of a mess. It was all a bit of a mess at times, but it was decisive. 3-0. Phantom does need this. I'm trying to make sense of the group now because RsKyLuck's thrown a massive spanner in the works by beating Chickenmaru. So right, let's just refresh this. I mean, Chickenmaru. Here we go. Chickenmaru still topping it out. So, I mean, he is in a decent position. If he wins this and he wins it decisively, he could put himself in the mix to get out of the group. Rookang also looking strong. Phantom not having the best day in the office today. Right now, bottom of the group.
Yeah, this is interesting. RsKyLuck's only winners come against the toughest person in the group. So, yeah, it's interesting to see how this will develop, actually, because there's 3 players all on 1 win. Every match is going to be important to just, try and to race for second. Right.
The infinite stage. We know that's his favourite.
And the first match was a kind of all over the place. It was hard to kind of see initially who needs to do what because it was kind of all over. But there we go. Right, different colours now.
No punish.
Nice. Trying to get in with those crouch mix-ups there. Jump over. Nice.
This is starting very...
Hey! Ninja shit, man. It's nice. Stays on the ground. Didn't take none of that Oki. Nice. Just poking away. Good defense on both of them. Puts imortalXsoul in rage though. Just needs one flying knee. Good block, but no. Oh, that knee whiff. Didn't even get hit. All right.
He's in rage now. I think he might regret that. Rather just take the chunk rather than chip him down into rage.
Oh, okay. Finishes it. Goes into the string. That's what you got to do. You both players know the character. You have to start throwing out stuff that on paper are not great. Oh, dice. It's on the face.
When you're playing in that mirror as well, the less used moves, they can sort of pay off a little bit more. Highly unexpected. We go. Phantom and imortalXsoul both got similar health. But Phantom catches him in the back. It is very tentative from both players.
Similar scenario though. Phantom had a big glide leaf last time and he actually lost a round. imortalXsoul again, similar thing.
Him into rage. Both of them in rage now.
Oh no!
Classic for imortalXsoul. Loves to spend his rage drive very, very quickly. But Phantom is now 2 rounds to zip up. Is he going to take this 3-0 back? What a statement back at the guy who just battered you in the first game.
Every throw been broken so far. Goes for a throw, but gets launched for his troubles. All right, no throw break there from RsKyLuk. Now even on life now, gets him with the mid option, but puts him into rage. Nice
Oh,
start.
nice punish. And
Oh no, he's gonna be.
regret that.
Yeah.
You win.
All right, okay, so 3-0 back. That's a nice statement to the guy who really put you in the mixer in the first game. And now it's imortalXsoul's choice, and I'll be. If he picks an infinite stage, you'll be a madman. I mean, surely he's going to go back to a decent wall stage, and I mean, he was putting so much wall damage and wall pressure on Phantom earlier.
Yeah. Good statement to come back with a 3-0. Any momentum that your opponent had, you can kind of say, right, we're even now. It's solid. It's not like I just scraped through and the guy's kind of thinking, yeah, do you know what, I can still take you.
Yeah.
A good answer back on the stage that kind of favoured you. So, about even now. Who's going to take it? And this game was a bit easier to commentate to kind of see what was going on. The space, the usage of the space, the map definitely leaned on the Phantom's playstyle there as well. But there was that few unfortunate incidents where they both know the character and they just didn't punish that, and that's where you can be kind of on edge, where he ducked the string but didn't punish it, and that's what cost him there. So unlucky there from imortalXsoul, who is going to take this Raven mirror.
If in doubt, just shout ninja shit.
Trust ninja shit, like you said.
Bear blocks on this stage. Bear blocks, guys.
Fair blocks and tiles. All right, so geometric plane. Not a tiny stage, but we'll see how it favors. See how Phantom's able to work, because he really got banged up on a wall stage before. Good splat. Look at that already. The first, that's it, 50% combo. He gets the first.
Oh, that's that. Deserve to get more.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, all right then. Quick. Jumping low, perfect.
Fight.
Okay, just go.
No.
Person, nice. You're just running, jab, elbow, backing away.
Such a good power push, so useful. So tap.
Like you're saying, the moves that you see them use a lot is what's kind of working out for players mostly. But it's those moments where they use moves that people don't use often is where it's like throwing things off a bit.
Round 3.
Not sure that was an optimal punish there on that low, that jumping low. One round apiece. Look at this, also putting way more buttons than Phantom. Phantom just waiting to when he's at the range.
Both trying to stay at the edge of the range possible to get these launches, just darting in and out, looking for the upward fours.
Both of them trying to throw each other, both of them missing.
Nice, right.
Now Phantom's got the wall pressure.
The break, but keeps him there to the wall. Slides on her face. Good position for imortalXsoul now. Oh, and he stops him out of the rage drive.
Round 4.
2-1 up. Is this going to go to a final round or will imortalXsoul take it?
Oh, right.
Nice.
No. Commits to it. Oh, no. Bad position now for the Phantom. Is he going to regret this? In the wall. Spinning rune of his own. Oh, no. Such an important drop there. Oh, he's chipping him away. He's coming back.
He's on death row, guys.
Oh, backswing blow! Oh my god, we have gone down to the final game. Slash kick. Good
Clips
timing
him.
on that, yeah. Counter hit. imortalXsoul starting to run away with the life lead. He ducks it, but there we go. Second chance.
Nice, now he's worked a massive chunk off him. Both of them very similar health. Who's going to win this? Who's got the biggest cojones?
Oh, it's the first time it's not broken, and that gets the game for the Phantom. All right, then.
Phantom's at home now, just
doing.
Wow, what a game that was. What a game that was. What a hell of a game between those two guys. That probably makes things very hard for imortalXsoul. He's probably ruined his chances of getting out of the group. What a first group we've had.
Very good match there. As I said, we got a class in different play styles, different characters, stage utilization, and different players using the same character. And I think in just remembering some of the games, imortalXsoul probably had a little bit more of key moments that were dropped. You know, they're both players playing really well, but I think that's what they both had excellent throw breaks. There was probably hardly any throws, but that one key moment where Phantom went for the throw is what got him the round, and that's where the pressure starts to mount on you. And both of them make excellent comebacks as well. imortalXsoul did great in the first game when the Phantom almost had a full bar life lead, and he came back. So great work for putting on the show from both players, and you know we need to just have a look at this pool to kind of see who is kind of getting that second place, man, because we've seen some interesting results here.
We have indeed. I mean, we're updating right now as we talk, but it looks like Rookang is in a really, really strong position. He's played all of his games, 3 wins, loss. It's a very strong position to be in. RsKyLuck, 3 losses, 1 win, but what a win he got on the stream versus Chickenmaru, taking out the big dog. Phantom saved a lot of pride with that. 2 wins, 2 losses, looking very, very good. And it looks like we've got 1 game left over, which would be Chickenmaru versus imortalXsoul.
Yeah, I think looking at the results, this is Chickenmaru's last game, so depending on this outcome, it seems like Chickenmaru will be first or second. At the moment, he's second because he's played. He's got 2 wins here, and he's got 1 game left to play. Rookang has played all of his games, so this is a case of if Chickenmaru wins, he will go top. If he loses, it will be Rookang number 1 and Chickenmaru 2, which I guess
that might not be. That might be the case. Maybe I know we've got some professional statisticians on Twitch chat, but I think if Chickenmaru loses 2-0, he could get put in a difficult situation because that makes him 2 wins, 2 losses, right? And that's exactly what Phantom's on. So. Yeah, okay, so we've got Sherdle. Sherdle, never a stranger to the chat when we're talking facts, figures and numbers. So Immortal needs to win 2-0 in order to qualify over Chickenmaru. Chickenmaru needs 1 game. Okay, cool. This could be fun.
Alright, so we are getting into this is the last match of this group. Interesting to see how this unfolds. Just a reminder, we've got Pool D coming after this as well, so do not go anywhere, guys. We've got some more great players and more great action. Who is going to be the next players getting themselves into that final top 8 of the Lockdown League? Another reminder, we still got the Macherino. We are trying to get to that stretch goal, $750, which means top 8 will be first to 3. We currently have $663. Make sure you guys are doing those sponsor quests. It's all free. Follow the G Fuel, retweet the Macherino one. It's all free, adds money to the price, as we've said time and time and again. All this money goes to the players, gives them something to fight for, makes this time in lockdown where we don't have offlines, kind of makes the stakes a bit more interesting with such a big price pot on the line. And we've got that secret 5th stretch goal as well if we get to 1,000, so who knows. But let's just get to number 4.
There's a bit of game theory in there because you could be in a situation where like you're actually going into the top 8 and you're near the hurdle, so you're like, actually, if I take some money and put it in the pot, I'm getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen these players who are a bit like, I don't put in the Macherino, but they see themselves in top 8, in top 3, and I see their name at the top of the list. Like, I see what they're doing.
Right, here we go. Yeah, I've got money. I actually just bounce it down the back of the sofa, guys. Yeah.
I've seen that tactic. They're like, I'm not putting in, but I might win this, and then you see their name written in it. It's like, oh, I've caught the technique of some of these guys. It's like, oh right. But like you said, you know, if it helps the prize pot, they might not win. But with this, actually, usually the prize pot might be like top 3 or something like that in other tournaments. With this one, and with most of the Elf tournaments, they've tried to extend top 8 payout, which is always good to see more people getting something, because people put time and effort in, even offline as well, coming in train fair and stuff like that. It's good to have a big prize pot, but to find the balance between the big prize pot going to like first and second, but also having the top 8 and potentially in other events extending to top 16 to get something. You know, I think that's a good thing to that. One of the stretch goals was top 8 payout, and you guys smashed that. So great work to everyone. And that's why it's not just about putting the prize pot for yourself, because you're going to get everyone to get something of the pie in it. And the prize pot ain't usually that big for FGC. So make sure you guys donate to the prize pot if you can.
Do you know what I'd love to see? I would love to see like invest in like a certain character's skin. Like maybe it would be like a Tekken Mortal skin. It goes towards a prize pot. How easy could that be?
Do not get me started with that.
I'm gonna get you started. We're filling right now. We're filling.
I'm gonna get bad light with the official guys if I keep ranting on stuff. But just Mortal Kombat did that. They had that Sub-Zero Blue Elite skin. It funded their prize. The amount of people that would buy waifu crap anime clothes for these characters would just get you loads of money for your esports side prize pots, and then we wouldn't have players in the tournament before. Not 20. I think it was 2018's one where they were considering even entering because the prize was so low.
Yeah.
You know, it's so you don't have to do anything. Take a percentage of it. Take all of it. People who don't care about competitive play at all, but just watch, will actually buy for the sake of that. People did that. So I don't know why they haven't caught on to such a basic idea. I know there's different things with Japanese game development and culture, but that's just like put the DLC skin and we take the money and put it into the esports. Yeah. Come on, your competition and your peers are doing that and it's working. So why aren't you doing that? I'm kind of sick of the excuse of, oh, you know, the culture was slow to adapt. I respect that everyone's culture is different, but in making a good game for people, it's 2020. Tekken's like a 25-year history. It came out in 1993 in it. So come on, start moving ahead. You know,
Rich, my brother. Rich, we are going into the next group. We will let you know how that final game of the other group went. Looks like they're playing off stream. We're going straight into another feast. K-Wiss versus J-Webb. I want to say thank you to K-Wiss. He stepped in at short notice last week to commentate with me on the Tekken Online Challenge, and what a great job he did. But now he's going to have to start pressing some buttons because he is getting chipped down by J-Webb.
Yeah, good shout. K-Wiss stepping in. Good job on commentary. Top player in his own right now. Nice. Oh, no.
Went for the scum throw.
The scum throw. Good block from J-Webb. Very considerate play from both players.
Might have gone for it again. Nice sidestep there from K-Wiss.
Oh my god, yeah.
Knowledge.
That key sidestep from K-Wiss. Complete turnaround. The wall behind him now and seals that round. Flying kick there. Good duck from J-Webb. He's a player that I'm not too familiar with, so I'm interested to see a Shaheen used from UK perspective. We don't have that many that actually main him. Excellent defense from K-Wiss. Not worried about these little hits. Great defense there. There we go. Throw to put him back into bad position with the wall. Oh no.
K-Wiss looking like he's struggling to get started here in a lot of ways.
Oh! Parry into duck into Barvising 4. Okay. J-Webb putting on a great show, and look.
I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are, mate. I'll do that starter round.
Slidey.
Look at this.
Lows upon lows. Alright, sweet bang. Here we go. K-Wiss's turn now. Jump over stage. Oh no!
Looking a bit rough right now for K-Wiss, but he's got the pressure. J-Webb pushing it back, and he's got it. He's got that first game already. Eternal Dragon. It's not gone to script.
Alright, no, it hasn't. Just, I've heard J-Webb's name, just like, I've heard it. I haven't actually seen him play. So, seeing how he played that match against such a great player in K-Wiz, excellent. Considerate play from both players. Poking fundamentals. I'm a fan, and he's using Shaheen, which usually people are like he's boring, and but again, from a UK perspective, I can't think of anyone that mains this character and plays them in tournaments. So good work for J-Webb, first game, but we know K-Wiz is a master adaptations. I've seen him adapt so many times in tournaments, knowing how to break down players and knowing what works and how to get the win. So we are going to see that now. It's about how can J-Webb stop that.
I can only think of one player, and it's Azura Cash, who uses a lot of characters, but you primarily use Shaheen in tournament. He may well be back in Korea now. Well, he's one game up. Now, J-Webb, he's a player I don't know a huge amount about, but I have seen him play before. And I think he when you play Shaheen, you simplify the game to a degree. When you've got fewer tools like he has, I think it allows you to think about the game more rather than all the options you could use. Sometimes if you've got tons and tons of options, it's almost like you've got a embarrassment of riches, and you're not sure what the best button to press in each situation is. He played very solid there, and this stage, I don't think it's bad for Shaheen as well. We've gotten around. Hey, Whiskey get off to a bad start here. I mean, look, anyone can lose 2 games, especially against the quality of players we're talking about here.
Yeah.
If you do that, then you're really up against it. You saw it in the last group.
Interesting. K-Wiz didn't pick his jungle outpost because he's got the uniform one for it, but not the stage. So, interesting. Maybe he just wanted the full breaks this time.
For this pressure here. 1+2, broken.
But it's actually still in the corner now, so bad position. Oh my god, man just ate all of that. He was like, yeah, you're doing your race drive, but I've got armor, so.
This is backing up, he's waiting for a whiff. There's been a few whiffs in J-Webb that K-Wiz doesn't always punish very well. Uncharacteristically as well. I wonder if he's just waiting for one. Scrum throw.
Yeah, he's ready for that. But now K-Wiz is going to mix up with his other throws. All good Oki for a Taekwondo fighter, which is a bit bizarre. Good punish. No, he doesn't. All right, this counter hit, but no, that is costly. But
nice block.
Right, he saves himself. Still managed to salvage that game for a potential costly drop there.
What a start for J-Webb if he gets this game.
Oh no!
That could have almost been the most optimal thing you could do.
Yeah.
And he just catches him.
Slide on the face. Doesn't go for the floor break. Nice. He's broken all these throws.
He's broken
He hasn't brought all of them. Slidey. Stays on the ground to get wake up kick. Okay, J-Webb.
Round 4. Fight.
Right.
Nice punish. Look at this, guys. What a fantastic punish on that. Nice break.
Okay, so his normal throws don't change position, so that's something to note. Then you can't easily get out from wall pressure from just throw breaks.
Oh!
No! Nice start!
Nice start.
Wow!
Sure, I've seen K-Wiz use the move.
Oh no! And he gets him!
Gets him!
Okay! Alright then. This is definitely wouldn't go to someone, if they had any kind of bets or anything, you wouldn't pick this outcome. So J-Webb has definitely impressed me. I've never seen him play before. Great job to both players. K-Wiz, definitely a player that could still come out in a great position with this pool losing the first game. But J-Webb, he's definitely got to be feeling himself to have that first game on stream against such a strong player and got the win. Excellent.
Indeed. Now, I'm not sure if it's coming out on Twitch chat, but we're just looking at the final game of the last group, and Chickenmaru did win against imortalXsoul 2-0. But I think imortalXsoul needed to win 2-0 to get out of the group. So that has left an incredibly even group. Rookang topping out the group. Maybe wouldn't have bet on that with Chickenmaru being on the run of form that he's on right now. Chickenmaru second, Phantom third, imortalXsoul fourth, and RsKyLuck in last place. But even RsKyLuck beating Chickenmaru on stream. I mean, all of the players have played absolutely fantastically in that last group, acquitted themselves very well. and I just can't wait to see what we've got coming up in this week.
Yeah, that is true. We have got down to the final group now, and Rookang making it out in second. Really good showing from him. And unfortunate. I was rooting for imortalXsoul. I wanted to see kind of the newer, younger guys come up and do well. Still done well anyway. Good showing, but that's it. Chickenmaru and Rookang have progressed. In the previous bracket, we had King J and Kerbery, and we have Eddie and Sherdle. So this is the final group to see who joins all these great players in the final of the Lockdown League.
I cannot wait, Eternal Dragon. And of course, I want to say thank you to Sin, one of our co-commentators and a great Tekken player. He's also donated $50 to the pot. Big up Sin, man like Sin.
Sick. Sick. Okay. Definitely, like I said, people donating their own money, and just that's not even like £10 here. Excellent work, Sin. And guys, you know what that means? We have $715. We want to get top 8, first to 3, and that's $750. Just in honor of all these players putting money into the pot. Sin for that amazing donation of his own money. Come on, we can get to 750 with just using the sponsor codes. We can. Guys, if you haven't done it, use all your accounts, use your Twitch, use your Twitter, do all that stuff so we can get top 8, first to 3 to get to that 4th milestone. Make it happen.
What if that last milestone, Eternal Dragon, is the 5th milestone is commentators get paid all the money?
It's like this is the secret box.
Yeah.
That was the episode of Simpsons. Like, you can have this or the secret box, and it's like, get to that one where you get all the money. See you later. Like,
that would be so. That will never happen for the record, guys. But if that 5th box was like, none of you lot get paid anything, and the commentators take all the cash. That would don't. None of us are taking any money. It all goes to the players, and I'm sure that it will be an amazing surprise. And it'll be. I mean, look, there's still life in this tournament yet. I really do hope to see everyone put their hands in the pockets and give back to the players who've put on such an amazing show. That Matcherino pot just goes to the players. There is obviously none of that going to the tournament staff or production staff, and I think this is actually a nice moment to say thank you to Robin, who's been helping out with the streamers and in charge of production. She's doing an amazing job and has worked so hard throughout this whole tournament. So thank you to Robin. You're amazing. And in we go. EMinor, Ducky. 2 Noctuses in this in the groups, isn't it? Isn't that something? Never expected that.
Yeah, and Bolt. So actually, did Divine Tricks play him, or did he play Noctis as well? I think I saw another Noctis, but yeah, good Noctis.
Yeah.
Nice, good low parry. Starts it off. Back. Nice, good.
Okay.
I was gonna say he got the damage, but had not the best wall positioning. But now he has legs, stabbed, weapons. No.
You know the worst thing is about that? You're a professional Soul Calibur commentator, and you're like, bam, weapons, blade, knife. I'm like, yeah, this man's a Soul Calibur commentator. I mean, that's appalling.
That's what something you need. Fists.
Vertical, horizontal.
Nice. EMinor working on a perfect though. Nice.
Oh, down forward 2. Just went with Hail Mary. When they're not biting.
Nice sidestep there from EMinor. Look at this carry as well. Douche, douche, boosh, bang.
Talking about the carrot there. Down forward 1.
Oh no, just jab, but then goes for the low after it. Oh no. Nice.
Could have got more.
Yeah. Oh no! Too early! And it just didn't launch properly. That is 2D all over. Both enraged. Who's gonna get the hit? That is, oh my god, that is like Street Fighter. If someone's coming down from a show, your punish is too early, you float them, you don't get it.
Played Bolt a fair lot, and the thing he's really taught me is the mental frames on that 2-2-2-2 combo. That you're never quite sure whether they're going to finish it, which allows them gives them a lot of leeway. Look at that, worked his way across his map nearly.
Look at that.
1+2, broken. 2-2 again, using it. You're never quite sure where he's going to stop it. Oh, rushes that break.
Nice work. Jumped over the spear. EMinor takes that after starting out and losing the first game. Comes back. Solid.
Looking good. I mean, EMinor. This guy. I mean, his name online, especially like since COVID it started. He's obviously shifted to online tournaments. He was doing very well in the offlines, but he's had just such a good run of winning tournament after tournament after tournament. Saw it in the Belong series. The only person who could even threaten him was Eddie.
Yeah.
He's just so good these days. I mean, he was always strong. He's a beast these days. He's so good.
I believe he won the PS4 lockdown one as well, that Elf did. He's super strong, and I'm not going to say single-handedly, but I'm going to say he's partly responsible for that in the EU side, that wave of Eliza is good and not broken. I'm not saying because of what he was saying, just he was winning, and he was showing this character and banging up people, and then I started to see Eliza's not maybe crap, and that's what I saw. And I'm saying not he's the only one in the EU doing that, but he's a big part that was entering a lot of tournaments, and there wasn't a tournament that you couldn't find him being lower than third almost. He was just putting on such a good show. I would say he must have made so much money from them Belong tournaments of coming first and second in them. So yeah, he's such a strong player.
Doing very well indeed. Straight away, Ducky goes in with a challenge. And what you don't want to do here is be a rabbit in headlights with EMinor, because when he smells blood in the water, he can get done over pretty quickly.
Just like that. Quick match from EMinor.
I'm at 2.
Yeah, putting him to the wall now. EMinor just sidestep it out while gets caught second hit.
Maybe he was trying to do some sort of parry there to stop that. He can do it, I believe. That's what's 2-2. Walking at the wall.
Oh, he jumps over the line.
He's still got work to do though.
Yes, you knew it was coming. It's kind of like, I've never done it this set. I need a big chunk to come back, and perfect utilization from EMinor, and he's 2 rounds up.
Up 4-1, such a good move.
Second time EMinor's come off of a wall combo. Tech goes for the low counter hit. Same position, same scenario in the corner. He's just getting banged up again.
Blood in the water, guys. Blood in the water.
Oh, again! Jesus Christ, man.
Oh my god. EMinor. Just dishing it out.
There's some characters that just find the wall all the time, and I don't mean like wall to wall. I mean they just have this magnetic attacks where they just get the wall, and yeah, like everyone's in the chat like low tier buff Eliza. That's what's happening. All these characters like they're shit. They're nothing. A player does good with them, and it's like maybe we were too early to judge the game, and it shows that there's a lot to explore because yeah. Eliza's in that conversation of being a strong character, and like I said, I started to recognize it from EMinor banging people up. So he's still doing that. First win on stream for him. Good positions in this final pool.
Absolutely, and I just seen Sin has just said if everyone donated $1, you clear $1,000. I mean, look, please do donate to that match arena. We'll say it one more time. It goes to the players and the players only. These guys deserve. We deserve that offline big tournament feel, right? And we're providing it with the production value of these events. Please do make sure that you donate via Match Arena, and whatever you got will be just pumping the pot, and it goes all to the players. And Ducky, I mean, he's back in. I believe he might be back in on stream. he kind of got to mentally regroup after that. That was rough versus EMinor.
Yes, it was. Just going on that as well, you mentioned that this all goes to the players, and from the hard work production have put, there is nothing that goes to production. There's we commentators, we're not getting paid for this, honestly. So it all goes to the players. So because of that, make sure you follow all of Elf's socials. Follow the Twitch, follow the Twitter. That's the least we can do for these players. Sorry, these production, these staff putting on a show. Shouts out to everyone behind the scenes doing their bit, commentators. Grim putting this on, the head of it. Sherdle planning it. Pun Life on the stats as well. We've got admin, Chris, Fury, Smudge, everyone. Exactly. There's so many people behind the scenes that don't get, the not even just respect, don't get the shine when it goes right. When it goes wrong, it ain't commentators, we ain't doing it on stream, we're just sitting in front, it's easy. So shouts out to everyone behind to actually make this run and put on such a great event. If this wasn't going on during lockdown, we would have had loads of kind of individual communities doing events, and people just entering them. What this has done is brought people together for a long period of time, getting people to show some of their personality, because we don't get to see much out of interviews. Make it kind of like league style, where there's more than just an individual game at stake. There's, I can beat this guy and beat that. It creates a whole new saga around the scene. So in 2 years' time, when we're going on offline, this COVID saga is going to be one episode in itself, as in, remember that time and this what happened. So just shouts out to everyone who's been a part of this Lockdown League 1 and 2 and just Elf in general. Go follow them on the socials, donate to the bracket. And like I said, if everyone just donates $1, we'll probably get to 1,000, but you don't even have to donate. Go do all the Matcherino stuff. Yeah, go do the Matcherino stuff with the sponsor quest. You could probably equal just under $1 of all the free stuff they have on the side.
Absolutely, could not have put it better myself. And you're right. The Lockdown League has really done something. I've been around quite a long time as a Tekken player, but the number of times someone has said to me, "Oh, you're that guy that played in the LCQ versus King J." It's just mad the amount this has done, and there's been so many great commentators who've had the opportunity to commentate more and get involved. And I'd say one of my favourite things is also Pun Life having generated that great stats generator. I mean, we're starting to be like Sky Sports, being able to strip all that data off Smash.gg and using it to help understand where players have done well, what scene they play in, what their recent results are versus each other. This is next level. So good to everyone involved, and good work to all the players. We are waiting for K-Wiss, I believe. Let's have a look at some of the results. Have we got any of the results coming in, Eternal Dragon, or have I just buried us in no man's land?
No, I've got it up here. I've got it up here, and we are actually. If I just look at the top 8, because this is the final group. So before we get into those, whoever comes first in this one will then be facing King J in the finals in winners top 8.
Yeah.
Eddie will be facing Chickenmaru. Jesus Christ! In the other bracket for the other winners side, the second place player in this match, in this bracket, or pool, whatever, will face Kerbery. So that's who their potential opponents is. If you come first, you're facing King J. If you come second, you're facing Kerbery. And then the other players is Sheldon versus Rookang. So just a quick rundown. King J, the winner of this bracket, facing each other. Eddie versus Chickenmaru. That is the winners bracket matches. Losers bracket is Eddie versus Kerbery versus the second place player. And then Sheldon versus Rookang. So that is going to be your final, and that's what we're looking at in this Lockdown League 2.
Sherdle, who should have been commentating tomorrow, but finds himself in the final. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see who comes out on top of this. I'm just so excited for the final. And we're looking at some of the results. Okay, we've got EMinor, K-Wiss. K-Wiss, for those who just tuned in, K-Wiss lost his first game 0-2 to J-Webb. Certainly didn't go to script. Obviously, J-Webb, a very strong Tekken player, but K-Wiss sort of has ascended to a very, very high level. Ducky, 4-5-6, he just lost to EMinor, but he just beat District G's Asim 2-0.
Oh wow, okay, that is a sick result. Asim, one of the top players in the UK for a long time, and Ducky doing that. Gotta be proud of that. Excellent. So we have, at the moment, we have Asim in 4th and K-Wiss in 5th. They're probably playing their matches right now, but not something that you would pick straight off the bat of who wins the first match and what goes on in his pool. So, a lot of surprises so far.
Yeah, there's going to be more disappointed people than happy. I mean, it's interesting in K-Wiss's position. He was one of my favourites to get out of the group. Still could. He had that kind of almost... the game ran away from him so quickly. It's got to suck when you've got so few games in your group. These groups are much smaller than the previous groups. And then suddenly you lose your first game. Normally you'd be like, all right, dust it off. It's all right. But that actually really damages you. It hurts you a lot. Every loss hurts you a lot more. Every win means a lot more because the groups are so small.
Yeah. That's why I like the formats in... We're used to just being double elim tournaments all the time. But this added, depth of league style, like you said, it hurts you every loss. It's not just I've lost and I'm out twice. You start thinking of these other scenarios, and it's kind of like soul damage. You've just lost one more match. You've lost two. You're kind of demoralized. The next match you're playing for is probably to just stop someone else and to be a gatekeeper, potentially. So it's, I like this stuff. I hope that when offline returns, we see a lot more communities experimenting with these formats, but offline. Not necessarily a long league, but people traveling to events, and they are not just double elim ones. I know it's easier said than done, but I like this stuff. It adds a more deeper element to the storyline, to the players, and just kind of strategy to a game that's usually you're on your own 1v1 and that's it.
Totally agree. And sometimes matchups make games, and when you've got everyone playing everyone, you get the opportunity to see some absolute humdingers, and we saw that in the last group. I mean, the match between RsKyLuck and Chickenmaru was amazing. The Raven Mirror between imortalXsoul and Phantom, amazing. Final round again. It's just so that gives the viewers a lot more of an opportunity to see dream matches. It's amazing sometimes. Like there's got to be some sort of name for this. But don't you find you go to a tournament and you're like, okay, I'm playing this guy again.
Yes.
And you're like, you again. And it's even worse when it's like one of your teammates or the guy from down your street. I mean, how many times? Look, if it's happened to you on Twitch chat, call it out, right? How many times have you turned up at a major where you've got international players from the world, and you're playing a guy who lives 2 doors down from you in the first round?
I don't think that's the worst one. I think it's worse when you win one and lose, and you're in losers, and then you're playing the same guy, because then it's like, oh my god, now we're going home, and I've just won, and I think I'm going to play someone else. I played Justice Soul Tuna so many times in different tournaments, different people who are running it, and we're playing again. Like, I don't want that much Lars experience. I want to play someone else. Like, honestly, I've played so many of the people the same amount of times, and it's just like, can't I just play someone else, man? Honestly, even if I lose, just play someone else.
Sink and I had that. I mean, Sink, like, do you remember last year? Like, Sink and I just ran into each other in every tournament we were playing in, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start picking different characters now because he's seen enough of my king. Like I was just mixing it up left, right, and centre because he was picking like it just got to the point where we're used to mix each other up. It just happens. It's weird. And there's other players who know quite well, but just like we never played a tournament. Like, I think it took Phantom and I had known each other for years now, and it took us years before we ran into each other in a tournament. Even then, it was like a first to one, first to one at the team tournament. Yeah, it's mad. We're obviously waiting for some players to come through. Let's have a look at the bracket, see if we've got anything more coming through. Who'd you call to get out Eternal Dragon of this group?
Right, man. It's easy to say K-Wiss and Asim being picked, but now we've seen some interesting results. I want to see J-Webb come out. I'm going to say EMinor is getting out. Definitely he's going to be getting out of the group. And then I'm going to say J-Webb. I think we're going to see a big upset. I just think, as you said, it's not just the fact that, oh, you've lost the match. It's the mental damage, and it's just like, oh, I've lost. There's a couple matches, I'm still in it, but you might lose again. And then the stress, increases. If J-Webb can clutch out a win against, one of these other players that on paper you would say he wouldn't, that's going to be such a momentum boost for him. And I liked how he played his Shaheen as well. He's got the play style and the skills to do it. Can he actually pull it off? I'm going to go up and say EMinor and J-Webb to make it out. But, looking at K-Wiss, Asim, super strong players. Ducky's also got potential. You never know, but I'm going with those two.
Yeah, I mean, that solid call. I think I might go. Even though look, do you know what? Games for and games lost really does get counted, and K-Wiss just lost 0-2. I still think K-Wiss, just because of the quality of the player, is Asim obviously at offlines. You put him in the top 2 or 3 players in the UK, hands down, right? But I'm not sure he's as strong online as he is offline. He's not played online as much as a lot of the other players, and you see it sometimes. You know, look at Haroon, for example. He is an unbelievably strong offline player, but he would admit he doesn't enjoy online as much. I don't believe, or certainly doesn't. Maybe he'll play as well at his absolute best online. So it depends. Like, especially if you've got a really defensive style where you might be like looking to duck certain moves and step certain ways, and you're not looking to press loads and loads of buttons. It doesn't always suit you to an online playstyle.
Yeah, that's very true. Despite all of our picks and that, the games are going to decide it. So we'll see. They've got so many players that are experienced that could throw a wrench in our predictions. So we'll see. We will see. We've got K-Wiss joining the lobby, just waiting for the next opponent. While we're waiting, guys, we still got that match arena. We're still trying to get to that milestone, so do not forget about that. Quite a generous donation from Sin, who just got it to 715. Make sure you use all the codes. The codes have been used up. Make sure you do all the sponsor quests on the side. Just do them. It's easy. Free. All goes to the players. We can't say it enough.
Okay, K-Wiss looking for the Zenkai boost. He's coming up soon. He was still with me last week. It was like I'm wearing this for K-Wiss basically, because he was giving me all this Dragon Ball Z crap, and I was like, come on, man, let's talk about the classics. Let's talk about the classics.
The Zenkai boost. It's so funny hearing you say that. Zenkai boost. That is some top tier weeb stuff, like Zenkai boost as well. Like, but yeah, you can't hate on the classics. The He-Man, like Masters of the Universe, man. That was some good stuff. Good stuff there, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to spitting some bars over some Tekken, because apparently that's what our job is here. It's not just filling. Hopefully we've managed to do admirably, and now we can get into the Tekken. I can see Ducky and K-Wiss reading up. How do you call this? All right. I mean, I don't know a lot about Ducky. I see a lot of people saying he's a guy who's on a lot of people's streams and all that. I tend to not watch a lot of Tekken streamers, but he's kind of come out of, in terms of, if you talk about elf lore, I reckon this might be one of his first elf tourneys. I haven't seen him in many elf tourneys.
I would say the same. I haven't seen him at all before the elf series tournaments. I'm going to say that I'm going to go with K-Wiss taking this one, just because K-Wiss is a strong player regardless, of any losses here and there. And I've seen him come back from losses within games as well and really just turn it around. He's really good at adaptations as well, knowing how to exploit your weaknesses. I haven't seen too much of Ducky, so I think K-Wiss is going to get it done here.
Well, let's let the players do the talking for once. Here we go. K-Wiss versus Ducky, Noctis versus Rookang. Now, I know K-Wiss has played Noctis a fair bit. He will know this matchup. Expect to see some max damage punishes. You cannot take a turn back, mate. I'm using my very, very quick first round.
K-Wiss just kept him bullied in that corner against the wall. Oh my god. Just to get you ducking in your face. Look at that, 50%. Just gone.
Plus some change. 50% plus tax.
Honestly. Sweet bang. And
Sweet
again.
bang. Do it again.
Quick work.
Round 3.
Wow, it's all K-Wiss now. He's just kind of making Ducky just duck at the wrong moments, just really in his head. Look, like that. Jump over, stays on the ground.
Doesn't matter, catches him anyway.
Right. What can he make from
this?
this?
Drive into the wall. He slapped.
Jesus, man, look at that.
That's what it look. Rage drive spat so well. Down back 2.
Oh, he stops it. Oh, he's just trying to down for 1. No.
Such a good option there from K-Wiss. down forward 1 from Noctis is such a good round closeout tool. It has a little bit of evasion. It's really, really strong. But K was just backed up and just knocked him with the low, and he's ready. Look, we just readied up so quick. I haven't seen anyone ready up as quick as that. I mean, no, Ducky. I think one of the problems there was Ducky was playing so fast. He was almost playing like he got dominoes at the door. Do you know when you got something at the door, but you're in the middle of a rank game? You're like, I can just play really fast. I'll get to the door and win the game. Never a good plan. Never a good plan.
These Tekken fiends, man. Like, I'd think I would just put the controller down. I want my pizza. Like, no game's worth like missing my delivery. You know what I mean? So, but K-Wiz though answered back so quick. Like, us being surprised at that first game was no way to say K-Wiz is done. So it's not even about that. But we know this player is so strong, and he came back with a vengeance there. Quick turnaround. You can never count him out. He's so good at adaptations. He's so good at keeping his cool and knowing how to adapt. Look at his S+ for Rookang, can't want damage aggressiveness. So Ducky has...
Holy moly! Eternal Dragon, apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I've just refreshed the page. K-Wiz beat Asim as well 2-1. So he's on a bit of momentum now. Asim's in a bit of a sticky situation. He's lost his first 2 games.
Round 1.
Oh damn! That is... You would have never picked that for a result. Oh right, classic Tekken 3 bar rank. I dig that.
Yeah, me too.
Not this one-eyed patch bullshit. Sweet bang.
Sweet bang.
What? Why are you laughing, man? Why are you laughing, like? Hey, Jack
nice
perfect. K was looking super strong now. The momentum is definitely shift from that first loss. He's making you know, like, bro, you ain't counting me out. The movement, no. Where are you going? Getting in the sky, that's where you're going. Alright.
Interesting stuff. He's been going for a while there. Got beaten up for it. Oh, went to finish it. K-Wiz challenged. Down at 2. Oh, whiff. Such a hard move to whiff punish.
Just like that. Look, so quick. Like you said, he must have a pizza at the door because K-Wiz, quick games, quick rounds. Jump over. Oh, no, he's in front. Oh,
K-Wiz looks like he really knows this matchup, man.
Oh,
What was 2?
Back, bang, back, bang. Stomp on your toes. Just like that, K-Wiz answered back from his first losses. He's taken out Ducky in very convincing fashion, and you know he's just made a statement. Like he's that first loss don't mean anything. I'm in this to win.
Was that 2 rounds? It's my no round brown. That might have been 2 rounds.
I think so.
That was pretty brutal for Ducky. I think we said earlier that sometimes you just got to mentally regroup, right? And no shame for anyone. If you get blown up 3-zip by K-Wiz, zero shame. Zero shame whatsoever. Like it's not a big deal. It's K-Wiz for God's sake. But K-Wiz looks so dominant there. It looked like he really, really knew the matchup. And he's climbing his way back out of the basement. I mean, it was looking pretty rough after that first game. K-Wiz has now got more wins than losses, and he looks like it could go through to that final game for him.
Just what I want to say is, it's not like Ducky even played like bad. He was playing well in terms of Tekken. It's just K-Wiz is such a strong player. He knew that matchup. He knew how to play. So, you know, shouts out to Ducky for trying his best, getting this far into the tournament. You can only improve here on out.
I totally agree with you. I mean, look, season 3, Tekken 7. You can lose 3 rounds in a row, making 5 or 6 incorrect reads on a mix-up. Not a big deal at all. But K-Wiz looking just, this guy just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And just as you think he starts to level out an ability, he just keeps going. He's another guy that's come an incredibly long way in a relatively short amount of time in terms of leveling up his ability. It's just a monster.
Yeah. Now, Abominable, there's a familiar story or just a kind of theme. You remember Alan, the photographer, legendary elf photographer Elf.
Vindaloo!
Just he's always at that clutch moment, just comes out with the clutch Macherino donation. Bam! Money on the table. And he's done it again. Because I've refreshed it and I see that we've got $752.24. Shouts out for Vindaloo with that $30 direct contribution. And with Walker Fam, Sin with more money, just donating as well. And we have got to that stretch goal. So, guys, top 8 will be first to 3. Well done to everyone who's done it and given their own money through this tournament. Big shout out to everyone.
Thank you so much to all of you. That's unbelievable. Thank you so much for donating. Thank you so much to one of the founding fathers of Elf, Daloo. Good guy, man. He was always really friendly to bring new players in. Did a lot of great photography. Supported a lot of the people who went on to do other things. And came along and took pictures at one of our Belong events. Just an absolutely fantastic guy. I hope you're doing well. And thank you to Walker Fam and Co. Everyone who's donated. But don't stop there, guys. Let's just keep going. $1,000. Maybe commentators get paid. Maybe we'll buy a round for everyone. Who knows? We don't know what's behind that box. Could be anything.
That is very true. The secret box. What's in the box? You can have this, or you can have the mystery box.
$1,000. Backroom Ram gets deaded. Gets taken out of Tekken. How about that? I think you'll all donate for that one.
All right. So we have K-Wiss versus EMinor. This might be one of the most decisive matches in this pool. I haven't looked at the brackets. It could be, not matter for EMinor, depending on his results. But two strong players. If one of them loses, it could open up for someone else to sneak in.
Well, EMinor's won his first 2-0. K-Wiss obviously hasn't been as easy for him. He's lost 2-1, 2-0 to J-Webb and beat Asim 2-1. He needs this a lot more. He beat Ducky as well. Out of the two of them, he's the only one that's got a loss.
Alright, no. Ducks it, but we know that move recovers so quick, man. Just douche in the corner. Oh, RsKyLuck. What's the mix up and goes low.
C4.
Round 2. Fight.
EMinor, having spent his bar earlier for that EX uppercut, couldn't really do a lot about that.
Good punish there. Another Shoryuken. Spends it. Good down jump, interrupt. He's keeping K-Wiss at the wall, but that's going to get punished hard.
Back 3 all day, every day. What's he going to do here?
Oh,
Rose is poking down.
Nice.
No bar again.
Round 3.
No bar to do much about it. 2-0 for K-Wiss. Both these guys play super fast.
This is a great situation for K-Wiss. He hasn't built up a meter yet, so he's still got some to work with. Alright, there it is.
I think K-Wiss needs to win this 2-0 really to make sure that he has a chance of getting out properly.
Yeah, considering he lost 1-2-0. Spikes him down. Again, dynamite heal, just heals all day. Oh, big boot. And he's pushing EMinor into the corner now. Like, he's got those 2 bars. The EX is ready.
Oh, EMinor just hold back there. 2 bars for EMinor. Is he going to spend any of it?
Unblockable. He's going to do the pickup. Yes, he's got it.
Very good. Very good indeed.
That lifeline. He needed to spend both meters to keep himself in that game.
Just to get around. He's back to no meter. Fighting his way from behind. Again, a Spartan kick. K-Wiss knows something about that move versus Eliza. It's working out very well for him. Jump over. Very nice.
Can't stay on the ground as well. Power Crush eats all of that. Boots her in the face twice. Oh my god. Look at that. That slow-mo just... That is so brutal. Honestly. 2 kicks.
Very, very good.
Edited her.
Well, kinda now. I mean, he's going to have to change the game plan. I mean, he was being kept out with that Spartan kick so well by K-Wiss. And K-Wiss does look to have... That's the thing, right? These guys would have played a lot. I'm sure they run into each other a lot. I wonder what adjustments EMinor's going to make.
Yeah, it seemed like K-Wiz played that match perfectly from a character perspective, but also from a player perspective as well. And it's like, you know, how was he going to manage? And he was winning with rounds, and it's not like he had meter to work with the final game. When he managed to build 2 meter, it kept him, and it was just a lifeline. It was just literally holding on. It wasn't like he was beating K-Wiz fundamentally. It was like, all right, mix-ups 50-50, he's getting the damage. But K-Wiz was picking him apart meticulously, so we will see how he can adjust. Maybe some stage pick, EMinor favors the Mishima Dojo small one, and he has picked it, so we'll see if he can turn this around.
A favourite stage for a lot of the 2D character players.
Mm.
Nearly a round for K-Wiz, but EMinor had to spend 2 of his bars just to get 1 round on the board. Is it going to be so much of an struggle again? Or can he tie this up at 1-1?
Yeah.
EMinor's on a tear right now. I think it might be the first game he's lost in the group.
You're right though, K-Wiz probably wants this as a 2-0. He needs to get more positive in his win rate as well.
Ooh,
Oh,
still,
interesting. Just
look at this, it's really controlling the space.
Down jab just interrupts. Don't even want to deal with that. Oh, there we
Stop,
go.
bro.
Oh, nice side
Side
step.
there.
Could have maybe got more of it. He's going to spend a meter.
And he comes.
Oh, he's ready. And you can't.
Yeah, look at this. Look at that.
Oh, but if anyone was ready for these moments, it's K-Wiz. He's in his mind. He's like, yeah, I know you're going to do that shit. I know you're doing that shit.
I've just had him like, do you remember K-Wiz used to, oh look at that, K-Wiz used to like pop off in tournament during games, like he'd be shouting stuff at the opponent. That's a moment where you can tell him shouting out, I've got this, I've got this. 1 was 2 throw.
Right.
It's affecting right now, guys. 2 rounds to 0 up. He needs it. He needs to win this 2-0 to stand a chance of getting out of this group.
Sweet bang. And he gets a perfect wall splat as well. Excellent work. Oh, the timing of that.
Surely this is it. It is.
Oh my god. K-Wiz. K-Wizzle. You know what, yeah? I like the Rookang stance. He stood there like that. He didn't press nothing for about 2 seconds. He's like, I know you're going to press something. Power crush. And you're dead. He just waited because he knew, don't do it straight away because you're just going to stand in the block. He stood there in the stance, just waiting for it, and just smacked him up. And you said he had to do it. He done it. 2 games to none.
K-Wiz with the Zenkai boost, unbelievable play. And also, look, if you want to make a highlight reel for a player, take the end of the 2nd round and the start of the 3rd round. I mean, because it was like end of the 2nd round, he comes in with the unblockable. You see more and more Eliza's knock that out, like it's free to do it. And then he just jabs him to Rage Art. Done. Out of the way. Next round. And then the start of the next round is like duck, up forward neutral 4, like max damage launch next. And it was a round for K-Wiz. Such a strong performance. And yeah, I mean, it took K-Wiz a little while to get started, but he finished with a flourish. What an unbelievable performance in that game, just proving what a fantastic player he is. And
Yeah.
We're moving near to the end of the group now, Eternal Dragon.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about how he lost the first game, but maybe it's just he needed to get warmed up, and he's definitely shown that. Don't think I'm gonna be one of these upset moments. I'm here to get out of this group. So I'm just gonna refresh here, have a look at what results we've had to kind of see where we're at now. So we
So it
have
looks like we have a
EMinor.
big match. Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry, no, EMinor is currently he's played 3 games, he's lost 1, and he's got 1 more match with Asim coming up, so not an easy match by any stretch.
No.
K-Wiz has played all of his games now, so he's won 3 and he lost 1, but that was a 2-0 against J-Webb. J-Webb has played 2 and he's lost 1, so he's still got 2 matches to come up, 1 versus Ducky and Asim. And Ducky has played 3 and he's got 1 match. So basically, J-Webb still has a chance, I believe, possibly because he beat K-Wiz to upset something. But it's him defeating Asim and Ducky, which is, you know, it relies on him beating Asim, and maybe Asim isn't doing too well expected in this tournament, but it's Asim at the end of the day, so you can't ever say it's easy win. So
No.
yeah, interesting to see how this unfolds.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to go to another critical last game. I'm sure we're going to be bringing that up for you. I mean, every one of the players has acquitted themselves very well. Godlike performance in that last game. If you want to talk about an almost flawless performance, that's not a million miles off it. Absolutely fantastic play from K-Wiss. And it's just so good to see players making a name for themselves. Obviously, K-Wiss came into this with having made a name for himself. But other players, you see Ducky coming in. I think one of his first ELF tournaments playing well. J-Webb. But seeing these players come through, whether it be via an LCQ or via one of the groups, it's been fantastic to see. And we've seen scenes as well get exposure that you normally see. So, for example, the Welsh scene, just one of my favourite scenes in the UK, which are really, really positive, supportive guys, really, really solid Tekken players. You've got players like Bebop, also a commentator. He came through. He was streaming his games to me whilst he was playing in the LCQ, and he lost his first game like pretty badly, right? And he was just not my day. And then I watched him play, and he just started to play more and more godlike because he went through the losers bracket. I think he went something like lost his first game and won 5 or 6 in a row and got into top 8. I just love seeing these guys, like, people make a name for themselves and prove that the UK has a really, really deep roster of talent, has a really, really wide and very deep roster of talent, and scenes are sprouting up everywhere and showing that they can bring it.
That is true. Not having off lines to run, because sometimes to start a scene can be very expensive to actually have a local, but having your scene flourish with online and level up, it's done wonders, and that scene has definitely become a notable scene for not just players, but also a welcoming scene. The most chill, laid back, easy, you know, sort of community you could ever want to be involved with, and you know, great set of people behind it.
Indeed. We're going to this game now. Sim looking Leroy. Makes me sad to see that, to be honest with you. But he does use a wide, varied roster of characters. Leroy versus Eliza, I can imagine, is a very good option. You take away some of the Moonglide options.
I was wondering who you guys been picking for this.
There we go. Example there. Yeah.
Nice.
Takes away a lot of his game, to be honest with you.
Just poking away, and it's working. I want to get him. The wall's behind, so that should be it. Oh, okay. So first blood goes to EMinor. Now I think this stage as well, like EMinor is probably, he loves these really small stages. One combo is taking you wall to wall, probably even going to be wall break with a wall. And look, he's got one now. Bang, bang. Jump over.
Jumps over. Doesn't get it.
Bad position in now. Yeah, punishes that. Nice. Wow.
Okay. Right now. Wow.
Honestly, this is not what you'd be expecting. Is EMinor just doing work at the moment?
Nice.
Look at side step, but yeah, he's just forcing him away from the wall, and now he's in a bad position.
Look, he's got two meters. Yeah, exactly. 2 meters. Okay. He's now up against the wall, but still, he's in a very dominant position. He could take an absolute chunk away right now.
Oh, the Exoryuken, the splat doesn't work out, but he's still got that meter there. And he's got rage, and he gets the wall. Oh, and that's it.
What do you do here? Game over. Done.
Okay, so 3 rounds to none for EMinor over Asim. Just okay, again, you know, surprising. I was wondering who Asim was going to pick, knowing he can use a lot of characters. We see the fucking run there as well. I wonder if he'll actually switch, because I think by this point he cannot qualify. So it is just about playing an experience and, you know, going out with a bang and maybe throwing a wrench in someone else's plan by beating EMinor. But after a game like that, it's all EMinor at the moment.
Iceberg puts it better than anyone else. He says the aim of the game is to put bodies in bags. Didn't put a body in a bag here. What has he done? Now, you've got to say, you can't say that Leroy is a bad matchup versus Eliza. I think it's a pretty decent matchup. It takes away a lot of the Moonglide mix-ups with the parry. Takes away a lot of the pressure, and he's just not a bad matchup against any character. But is he just picking the matchup rather than picking a character he's fully comfortable with?
Yeah, I feel that that's probably a big case because of all the characters in the game and the ones he's had the most probably playtime with, just because they've without before, it would be other ones and probably not Leroy. But he was getting caught by these classic mix-ups in the sense of EMinor went up to him, ducked in his face, got him to duck, and then launched him. It's just, that's classic. That's not anything character-based or whatever. He just was getting eat by that. And then on Wake Up, he did the jab into a low. When he tech rolled off of that, it was just getting in normal stuff. And it's kind of like, maybe he should be picking a character he's more comfortable with, because this... I can't even see anything there that he can work with, but he could turn it around. You know, you can never count out a player like Asim, who's such a strong player.
Absolutely. I'll call that league player strats when someone ducks up in your grill, then launches you. Asim struggling to get started, gets caught.
Yeah, you can see kind of tentative approach of when to press buttons. Sweet bang. Gets blocked, and
this could be it.
Yeah, it could be it.
I'm not sure he even needed to go for that.
No escape. Let the darkness consume you.
Wow, okay, you're right. He probably could have just stayed. Yeah, he could have, not probably. He could have just stayed much more safe, and he's dead for it now. Elijah in rage.
Nice duck there. Very nice duck. Nice little shots. Quality reactions there from EMinor.
Also, he plays a lot of RsKyLuck, who also had a good Leroy, so he knows his character through and through.
Absolutely. No excuses here.
Right, so, yeah, and the wall's behind him now as well.
He hasn't used the cane yet. Oh, very awkward.
Yeah, if he was optimal with his other characters, he probably would have known, and just don't deal with it, exactly. Walks up, dive kick, and this is not looking good for Asim. Currently, has he won a round yet?
Don't believe he has. It's been round. Could be another one.
Bad position in the corner there. Side step. Oh, and the wall there as well.
Get some Farouk going. It's a combo.
Oh my god. Ends of a perfect. EMinor just completely in control. That was just domination there from EMinor.
I played EMinor on that stage a bunch a while ago. Didn't enjoy it. It's a good stage for him. He's got a lot of combo potential. It's not much fun. Now, look, that wasn't the Asim we all know and love, for sure. I mean, I wonder if it was just mostly about using a character that he's not necessarily using that regularly. But in any case, every player's put on a great show, and EMinor finishing with a flourish. I think that should mean he'll get out of the group. And the question is, who's going to join him? So let's have a refresh on the group.
Whilst Stu is doing that, we just remind you guys, we hit the Maturino target for top 8 first to 3. We got $752, but don't stop there. We still have that final stretch goal of 1,000. Can we do it before the end of this whole series?
Please do have a look at that and donate. We just donations for the players. They get all of this money. $1,000 Clusters Only Mini League. Clusters Only Mini League. Oh, I just don't remember. I just literally got a flashback. Do you remember when I played you? And I only had a pad to play on and you beat me because I was only using pad. I can get my revenge for that.
Well, do you remember we did that team tournament where we all didn't know anyone in the scene and we just grabbed people at the first elf one and we was like, yeah, you're on my team. We did that first to that 5 players on each team and we played and you beat me there. So
I did, didn't I? It's easy.
Yeah. I remember I was like, who was on my? I think Robin was on my team, wasn't she? Or yeah, I think Robin was on my team. Was like, yeah, no, you had Robin on a team, and I had Benga. That's just funny looking back how far both people have come as well. It's like
I say season 1 Benga or season 3 Benga. Because I would want season 1 Benga. Season 3 Benga, I might get on my team. Get the team Benga. Top left. It's amazing. As you say, it is amazing how far people have come. It's just absolutely fantastic to see. And it's nice to see that even during these difficult times, we can keep this train going. Seeing these players come out of the woodwork in Season 3. And who knows what we've got in store for us for Season 4.
Let's have a quick rundown in terms of the final sort of placement. So, looking at it, EMinor is top. He's definitely going to be making it out. K-Wiss is second, he's making it out. J-Webb third, Ducky fourth, and Asim fifth. So, looking at the results, no one went undefeated. Everyone lost one game, which there were some people that you might have thought could have done like undefeated run. But there was some surprise upset results. But at the end of the day, K-Wiss and EMinor were the strongest players in this group. They put on the best performances, have made it out into the finals.
Absolutely. I think we're going to stay with you whilst that last game. It's Soccer Saturday. Like, we want to make sure we get every single one of the last results before we bid you adieu. But it sets up a hell of a tournament for tomorrow.
Looking at the tournament then, so because EMinor came out of the group, or before it's finally confirmed, we're saying, he's first, he will be playing King J in the first game of the winners bracket. The second game of the winners bracket is Eddie versus Chickenmaru. Crazy match. Then, the first game of the losers bracket is Kerbery, and he'll be going against K-Wiss if the results stay as they are. And then the second game of the losers bracket is Sherdle versus Rookang.
Wow. It's a hell of that's a fight card and a half.
Honestly.
And I guess they're going to be looking for a caster to work out who's going to cast that, given Sherdle's not going to be on the mic. He might just like lose straight away and then be on the mic after. You just don't know. I hate that though. Isn't it bad when you're commentating and playing on the same tournament? And they're like, okay, have you been knocked out of the tournament? You're like, yeah. Like, come on commentary, be happy. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that before, and you're still a bit salty. You don't really want to talk about the games. You just want to either sulk or you want to play some casuals, and you just got to be on commentary and be all happy and positive, but you're just not really feeling it. But
and you're watching the guy who beat you walk behind the camera, and you're like, and you're thinking, if I get off commentary soon, I might be able to challenge him to like a first to five or whatever. And you're just like, yeah, you're right, Eternal Dragon. Yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah, good game. I miss that, man. I miss those days.
There's offline dynamics, man. You can't beat that, man, and it will come back, man. It will come back, and it's going to be. I'm just hoping that the game is in a good state while we have onlines, and the season 4 kind of makes it bearable until we have offlines again. But yeah, I can't wait for that.
Have you got any characters that you'd like to see in what may be our final season of Tekken 7?
Right, so considering we have Kunimitsu, a classic character, as being the first one revealed, and we're only going to have one, I have a feeling they're going to go with the Kiryu from Yakuza. I just feel that the final character is not... There's no big enough character to put in the game from the old roster to make everyone lose their shit and go wild. So I think it's going to be a guest. And the only guest that is kind of been, talked about the most, I think, is Kiryu. So I think he's going to be the last one.
A good call. People have been talking about it for a while. Okay, so we've just got our final result in, and Ducky picks up his win versus Asim. So look, everyone's something today. Everyone's got a piece of each other. No player has come out of our group completely clean or completely dirty. It's a very, very evenly contested group, but we can confirm to you fully that EMinor and K-Wiss are the two players to come out of this group.
Excellent work. Both players done really well, super strong, and that sets up tomorrow's games to, as you said, Abominable, it is literally a fight card. And if you want to find out who's the best, you have all the players play over this long league, and we have the current best of the UK all fighting it out for that, currently at $750.
And we hope it should be more tomorrow. You see that target, $1,000. please do come back tomorrow. Please do put your hand in your pockets for those players. And please do cheer on your guys. You've got Scotland being represented. You've got the North. You've got the South. You've got everywhere, every which way you cut it. Some of you have got something in here that you're going to be supporting. So please do come back. Support your players and Eternal Dragon. It's been an absolute pleasure, my bro.
It really has, man. Good to be back and commentate with Abominable, the dynamic duo, back again. And we'll look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for the finals. Take care. It's been great. We'll see you later.
That's doing a great job of surviving this one.
Oh wow, what a fight!
What movement
Nice.
is that now? He's going to get anything after?
It is now, it is
The
now.
blow?
That's a relaunch. That's a relaunch, yep.
Big reads. Fantastic flow as well.
And in launch position with ball looming too. This is staying down. Very nice choice. Oh, but it's not enough.
And reverse, okay, the stalking now. Oh, I went for the big damage as well. So like not letting him shutting the ball straight away on that.
Breaks the throw. Very nice position change. Great decision by Jimmy.
Good punish again. Oh, and the wall's flat. Not enough skill. Oh, never mind. I lied.
We're trying to be a bit more subtle. Oh, rage up.
Oh, and then he gets the proper launch. It's unsafe.
Is the wall?
I mean, what? Oh, my God, the EXT out of nowhere.
Oh,
Look at his ball again.
We'll never know what it was. Finger 4 leg lock. Now Ducky can't reverse this. He's done it. He's reversed it.
He's reversed it.
That's
He's done it. Yes!
okay.